What's up, fam? How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Another day here in the market, watching some live price action on AMC. Baby, Sandollar. I see you already made a $4 donation. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that so much. Welcome, everybody. Today, we're just going to be watching the price action on AMC. We will try to focus primarily on AMC and GME if possible. I will do my best to cover any questions that you guys have, as that is always my intention is to help out as much as I possibly can. I do have a position in AMC on both my Webull account and my Fidelity account, which is in the process of being transferred over to Webull at this given moment. But the price action this morning does not look too bad. I'm actually pretty excited. And one thing that I was reading here from quite a few people on the Discord as well as the comment section is about the silver squeeze, right? And I didn't make a video on silver because, in my personal opinion, you guys do exactly what you like to do. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I have to make that disclaimer anytime I put out a video. But I think what is going on with silver is the media and different news sources such as CNBC are trying their best to distract people from the main cause, which is AMC and GME. So I personally believe if you really want to see a harsh squeeze, to focus in on these stocks, and you're going to do extremely, extremely well. So Zinix, thank you so much for the £2 donation, my friend Trey. Hope you're well, man. Big day today. I'm doing great, my friend. Good to see you here. You're always watching these live streams, and I appreciate you immensely. Read some comments here. Trey, I asked 212 to not loan my shares out to shorts, and they replied, closing my account and will close all my positions in 3 days. Oh my God. Help. Shoot, man. I don't know if are you using margin or leverage at all? I know what happened with me personally with my Fidelity is my accounts got closed, and I read this across the board. A lot of people got their positions closed in Fidelity at about 11:30 a.m. and that's pretty much exactly when mine closed. I think it was 11:26. So I'm not entirely sure what you can. Maybe you could contact the SEC and see if they can do anything about it, but that might be one of those situations, man, where these brokerage accounts and the big hedge funds and all the big players are just screwing people right now. It's tough. It's really tough. Silver's BS. I'm with you, my friend. I'm not getting in on it. If you make money on silver, I'm happy for you, but that's not my focus for today. Not whatsoever. Yay, Trey. Welcome, Jay Khan. Good to see you, my friend. What ticker do you use? I am currently on AMC right now, and I've got this pulled up on a 1-day, 1-minute chart. As you can see right here, I will show you what I had drawn up. Basically, there's a couple different things happening on price action. We found a bottom out at about $14.03 here in the pre-market, and if we zoom out here, the pre-market high is currently sitting at $17.83. Currently trading at $15.90. We are seeing a little bit of bleeding, and what was happening is we started moving in a really nice upward channel. So if I draw this out really quick, I'll show you what this looks like. All you're basically doing is connecting these price points as much as you can, and we saw a break below this channel as well as this channel. So right now, the stock is pushing a little bit. I anticipate you're likely to see a bounce right on here at 15.79, as that is a pretty solid level of support on the 1-day, 1-minute chart. If we check this out on the 1 month and see how this lines up, this 15.79, we do have a couple different touch points here. Pretty close right here. There's one, here's one, here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this is a pretty significant level. So I anticipate you're going to see a bounce there, but we will see how it plays out, and it does look that way. We want to see a nice wide range candle bar, and that will signify to me that AMC should be hanging all right. All right, what time exactly would the squeeze begin? Any idea? Great question, Vinay Kumar. So it's tough to say exactly when we are expecting shorts to cover, but I do want to show you something. So I just recently paid for a subscription to Ortex. Now what Ortex is, and I've gotten a lot of people in videos saying, you're sharing information that isn't up to date. You need to get better information. And this is the best information that I can possibly find is here on Ortex and on Fintel. On Fintel, we have a current short volume as of January 29th of 66 million compared to the market volume of 293. Oh, this is CTRM. My bad. We'll change over to AMC quick. AMC short interest. I believe it was in the 200 million range. But let's take a quick peek. We have an overall short interest of 147 million, total market volume that day of 600 million, which is a short volume ratio of 24%. And that was as of January 29th, which is higher than we've seen in the previous days. So it does appear at first glance, just based on what we're looking at, that there is a higher overall short volume, meaning that there is potential that these hedge funds are doubling down on their positions. Now, if we come here and look at Ortex, the most recent settlement date was from 15th of January, and it was released on the 27th of January. And as of that date, we had 44.67 million total short interest on the stock. But what I like Ortex for the most is this information right here. Days to cover. We see days to cover as of January 29th was 0.8, meaning that today they have to cover. At some point today, there are going to be shorts that need to cover, so I am 100% expecting a squeeze. That's what I'm seeing here on the charts. You guys are seeing this information just as I am. This is exactly what is presented to me, and I think that is most likely going to be the situation here. So I feel very excited about AMC. I think at the very least today we're going to touch $20, possibly 24, 25. I guarantee you at the end of the week, at some point, we're going to see some pretty hard movements and short squeeze action. I'm a bot. Thank you for the donation, my friend. I appreciate that. AMC to the moon this week. 100% with you, my friend. Mihai, I'm sorry if I said your name wrong, my friend. Justin, thank you guys as well for the donations. Great work, man. Thank you for your analysis. I'll hold on my current AMC shares no matter what, but if it opens at $16, is buying still a good idea? Great question. I am so glad that you asked that because I did want to cover what a good buying opportunity looks like with AMC at this given moment. So with the price action so far that we've seen in the pre-market, we have had a gap up, right? We closed the pre-market, or the after hours, I should say, at 1345 on Friday, and we did open up pretty high. We opened up at about 1346, so that's a pretty, oh, that's not right, right here. We opened up at 1750, so that's a pretty hefty gap up. That's a nice, filthy gap up, and then we did see a little bit of correction. So if we draw up a Fibonacci retracement really quick and look at how strong of a correction this is, we can find out. And we did correct down to the 78.6%, but it did not hold down there very long. We came up back to 50% very quickly. So I think that was a false breakdown. And I think it's pretty unlikely you see that level again. If you do, $14.30 is 100% a good buy. And if you see it break below that, the next level of support is sitting down here at 1187. And if it does touch that, I don't think it's going to last very long. And I think that's a beautiful entry point. So first thought, right? 1507, probably the most likely entry point. If you see a break below that, 1432, second best entry point. Next level after that is 1187, which is very, very unlikely. I don't see us touching that price point. But if it opens and you see a dip at market open, I think it's very likely that you see 1507 to 1432 as a good entry point. So under 15 bucks, you're going to do pretty well, I think. Justin, I am a bot, told me to do it. Oh, baby. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. I'm a bot. You're the man. I'm a bot is not a bot whatsoever. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. Go over here to the 1 minute chart and just get a quick rundown of what's happening here. We're going to actually come over to GameStop. For anybody that does have a position in GameStop, I will show you my current positions in Webull. As I stated earlier, I am in the process of transitioning my account from Fidelity to Webull. I do have other positions open in Fidelity, but in Webull right now, I do have 149 shares of AMC, and in my Fidelity account, I have about 200 shares of AMC. So in total, I have probably a market value of about $5,000 or so in AMC, and I am looking for an opportunity to purchase GME today if it presents itself. If not, I'm just going to double down on my AMC, as I did deposit another $600 into my account, and I am looking to get that into the game today, baby. So that's what we're sitting at right now. GME, if we look at the 5 minute chart really quick. So GME did a lot of the same stuff that we said AMC do. So actually, if I change this over really quick to my customized bar, and we pull up GME right here and AMC right here, and we have them both on a 5 minute chart. I'm going to erase all this jibber jabber so you guys can read what's happening. Lot of junk here. All right, so we see a pretty similar price action here. So we have the dip on both of these. Whatever AMC does, GME is typically going to mirror pretty well, and vice versa. So I think that if AMC runs, you're very likely to see GME do the same thing. Currently trading at $313. Very solid level of support, sitting right around here at 306. I think a good entry point for GME, if you're curious, is anywhere between $300 and $310. That is what I'm looking for. If we see a pullback to there, I will consider entering my position. I am waiting for that $600 to settle into my account so that I can enter into that position if it presents itself. If not, I will be getting into AMC for a heftier position and averaging up on my size. Dave trades. I like that. That's a cool name. Sounds pretty similar to someone I know. How does the squeeze compare to the one of Nokia on the 27th? And if it can be used as comparison, what can we expect from AMC based on those figures? Thank you for the £5 donation, my friend. First off, it really is appreciated. Thank you so much. The Nokia squeeze is a little bit different because the remaining short volume on Nokia is not quite as high as we've seen with AMC. Now, we do have a nice gap up here, right? The same kind of thing is happening with Nokia as we did see with AMC and GME, this nice filthy gap up. But Nokia, from my understanding, does not have the same amount of overall short interest. So I'm going to pull this up on Ortex, and we're going to look at how many days they have to cover, as well as the total short interest in this stock as they were updated. And we don't have anything available here on Ortex for Nokia. So what we can do is come over here to Fintel and type in no short interest. And we're going to get an idea based on Fintel. This was updated as of January 29th. They do update this daily, so please don't sue me. This is the information that's readily available to anybody. I get a lot of people saying, why are you presenting this information? It's old. This is a day old. So this is what we have on the January 29th, 53 million total short volume shares. Market volume was 361 million, which is a short volume ratio of 15%. Comparatively to what we've seen in the previous days, a lot of people have covered. So the thing about AMC is instead of seeing a decrease in short volume, we saw an increase in short volume, which to me signifies that people are doubling down on their short positions, these big hedge funds, so that they can cook and make back their losses. Basically what's happening is they went to the casino and they bet $10 billion on double zeros, right? and they lost. And they're going over to the big guys, the big guns, the big wigs at the casino, and they're saying, hey guys, I know I just lost $10 billion, but how about this? You spot me $10 billion and I'll make that all back for you on double zeros at the casino. And they're saying, yeah, sure, we'll do that, but we're gonna charge you 25% interest a day, you know? So that's currently what's happening right now with AMC. So it's just a different situation than Noke, but don't feel bad if you're a bag holder in Noke right now, because the charts don't look bad. First off, it is bouncing back very nicely. I put out a video saying this is going to be the bottom, and you're likely going to see it bounce here in the pre-market and the regular market hours, which did happen. And AMC is likely to see a harsher squeeze because we do see that double down. So once more data is available and I can update you guys on what that looks like, I anticipate that the days to cover is going to transition, and you're going to see that spread out a little bit wider because there are more people holding short volume on the stock. So that, I hope that answers your question. I try to be as detailed as I can. That's my analysis and that's my speculation. The Broker Life says, I pound it is 1 pound is 137, just in case you haven't looked it up from the other day. I never did look it up. You caught me. Gosh dang it. I just look like a silly chicken. Well, now I know. Thank you for the 5 pound donation, which comes out to math that I cannot do, but that sounds like about $7. Thank you so much, my friend. I'm glad you called me out on that. That's funny. Yes, JJ, I believe there's more money to be made in AMC. I'm with you, Eric. I 100% agree. I think there's opportunity with CTRM as well. I did put out a video on this, but I believe in CTRM a lot as a actual hold company, as a mid to long-term hold. They specialize in the transportation of bulk cargo using seaborne vessels. So every time that they acquire new vessels, that's going to add to the value of the stock. That's going to bring more investors into the game. And if we actually look at CTRM right now, they look pretty solid. It looks like they're coming up pretty close on pushing a really significant level of resistance. And if we get a wide bar candle that closes above that, it should start running. And if it does, the next level of resistance is going to be right around here at about 74.5 cents. And then, I mean, $1.83 probably first, but $1.10 is very realistic. I wouldn't be surprised. CTRM is a good stock, and if the opportunity presents itself, I would 100% put a small position in there. But my cash has still not settled. I'm waiting for that to come in, and once it does, I will be looking to add to my position in AMC, most likely. Hey, mate, how likely does $100 sound for the end of the week? Man, I wish I could tell you with 100% certainty that I know that'll happen. But the thing about these stocks right now is it's so unpredictable, guys. It's crazy. The situation is literally changing on a daily basis. One thing that I find very interesting, and check this out. I'll see if I can find this again on Wall Street Bets. But I saw a screenshot of all the red that we're seeing across the market. And it's plays like Google, Amazon, Apple, Tesla was red. And I think this is happening because you're seeing big institutional buyers pull out of their main positions in order to get into these plays, which is absolutely insane. I don't know if I see it here, but I've seen a picture floating around somewhere on this thread. And it's crazy. It makes no sense. The market's in an insane place right now. But to answer your question, I know I'm kind of snowballing around. Guessing the price action on AMC, I'll put it this way. GameStop was a $20 stock at one point and touched $500. Right now we're sitting at $17. Now it's a different situation. We've got a different amount of overall short volume, but I see it as 100% possible to we can definitely say that it is because GameStop had the same situation. GameStop, if we look at the 1 month chart, right? We gapped up from $45 in 1 to 3 days all the way up to 356. Now, we have a pretty high amount of short volume that came into AMC as of Friday, January 29th, 146 million shares. So if we can continue to push this price up, it's just going to do more damage. I wouldn't be surprised in the least bit. I'm going to lowball it and say $50 by the end of the week is my guess, but I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. There's no way that any of us can actually guess that. It's just based on what we've seen with other stocks. So thank you for that question. Brett Hayes, welcome, my friend. Hope your wife's doing well. I love it. I love it. It's good to see you here. Good morning, buddy. Let's make some money, Lieutenant. That's an order. I'll take that order to the grave, my friend. We're gonna do some good stuff here with AMC. So a quick update on the price action here. Also, Sandollar, thank you again for the $4 donation and the coffee cup. I actually did have a nice cup of coffee. I actually had 3. I woke up at 3, so that's a necessity. 3 cups of coffee for 3 in the morning. We've got a nice, still moving upward trend line here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different touch points. If we break below this, we're likely going to see a retest of a previous level of support. And that's not the end of the world, guys. I promise you. We're not going to always see this run. GameStop was extremely, extremely volatile. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different touch points here. So on the 1-day, 1-minute chart, 1540 is a very significant level of support. So if we break below this ascending level of support, this ascending channel, I find it very likely to fall back to 1540 and see a bounce. But it does look like we've got some pretty long candle wicks here, indicating weak selling pressure and strong buying pressure. These are called hammer candles. This red candle right here and this red candle, also called shooting stars. But this usually indicates some weak selling presence. And I like to see that. That's good. Anytime you see long wicks underneath the candle, that indicates to me that the buyers are really, really stepping in. Which makes sense because AMC is crushing right now. So not surprising in the least bit. Gonna scroll to the bottom and read out some more comments. Devin Rowan, thank you for the nice words, my friend. Julius, AMC and GME usually drop right after market opens. Waiting for that dip to load up on those weapons. Julius, you're the man. We try best to buy in as low as we possibly can, right? So buy the dips, sell the rips. FOMO is so real, guys. It's so real. I've done it a million times. Everybody's done it. Everybody's been in that situation where a stock is just running. You think, man, I'm going to miss out. There's never going to be an opportunity. And then you buy in, and 5 minutes later, it just dips. It just kills. So wait for the dip. I think there is going to be an opportunity. We know how volatile this stock is. I'm so glad you said that, man. This stock is volatile. We see huge moves and huge pullbacks. It is the way. It is the way. If you've ever seen The Mandalorian, it is the way. That is the way of this stock. I think it's very likely you see a pullback on this. So how much of it is it going to be? I don't think it's going to pull back to $11 like we've seen in the past, but I think definitely the low 15s to the mid 15s, very possible. That would be a good entry point for the stock. Nah, you're the man. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. When can you expect the first dip after market opens? So usually the most volume and the most volatility of a stock happens right at the bell. Typically the first hour of the market is when you see the most price action. So if we look here, right, huge pullback in the first half hour or so. So this is 5-minute candles. This is 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. That was when we saw a lot of movement, right? And the most volume on the day. So that's something to keep in mind. If we scroll back here to the previous day, most volume at the beginning of the day, right? So you're likely to see the most volatility and the most opportunity for a pullback within the first half hour to hour of the market. So try and be patient. Try not to press those hotkeys. Try and keep it under wraps because I do think you're going to have an opportunity for it to touch down in that 1450 to 1550 range. That's my guess. Of course, we'll find out here in 13 minutes when the market opens. And I can't wait for that because we've been waiting so long for the time to come. Or it rips up. It could rip up. And that's not the end of the world. If it just ends up going straight to Mars, I'm fine with that. I'll get on the SpaceX that Elon Musk is working on, and we'll name one of them GME. We'll name one AMC. I'll ride on the AMC rocket to Mars. It'll be a good time for sure. The short days to cover on AMC are like 8.2 days. I'm assuming this will keep running until those are closed. Great question, Rob. I 100% believe so. So there's a lot of different short positions that are open right now on AMC, and not all of them are expiring today. Some of them are going to take time to expire. Ooh, I'm going to interrupt myself for just a second. Man, I got so excited when I saw this. We've got a big fat double bottom here. And if you're part of the channel, drop it in the comments. You know what I'm about to say. It's the George W. We got the George W right here. Bullish indicator. We love seeing that. This is typically a sign of an incoming reversal. And if you do look here, we do have some nice wide range candle bars starting to step in. This is an engulfing candlestick pattern, which means that the green candle is larger than the previous red, followed by 2 more wide range candle bars. And this could end up being a 4-bar play. So if we see a small red candle here, followed by a small green candle, this could rip pretty hard. I feel good. This looks good. Look at that nice, clean George W. Man, looks good. That pullback at open was a fraud. That was when Robinhood did their dumb crap. Oh, yeah, man, Steven, that's 100% true. And I have been asked questions by people how people feel about Robinhood still having limited buys on the stock, right? So keep in mind we have had limited buys on the stock, but check out the daily volume regardless. So we saw 1.2 billion shares in volume before there was limited buys. After limited buys, we were still near all-time highs. We still saw 570 million shares and just about 600 million shares. So I really think the volatility is still going to be here. The volume is still going to be here on AMC. It is really unfortunate. Robinhood, or as some people call it, Robbing Hood, really screwed some people with what's going on, them limiting the buy orders and stuff. But I did see they lifted restrictions on a couple of stocks. I think you can trade CTRM freely now, but AMC and GME, I think they are still limiting how many shares you can buy, it's unfortunate. And to be blunt though, I think that is not going to affect the stock price here. I think there's still going to be a lot of volume coming in. There's still going to be some pretty heavy volatility and a lot of buying pressure. So I'm excited. I can't wait for this. The George W. CTRM today. I put out a video on CTRM sometime this weekend and as well as this morning, and it did have a push above that level of resistance that we talked about just a couple minutes ago. So what is the next level to watch for now? Let's change this to the 5-minute chart and get a quick peek at the price action. And right off the bat, we're looking at about 74 cents or so. Currently trading at 72.7. I find it very likely that we test that. And if we push 72.7 cents, the next significant level is going to be this overall peak right here at 81.1 cents. I put this on everybody's radar this weekend. I saw the overall short interest. I thought there was good potential for a squeeze. And so it seems we are seeing some nice buying pressure. I'm so glad for everybody that got into this stock and is crushing. So it looks really, really solid. Can you tell us about CTRM? I will show you real quick here. So if you pull up CTRM on Ortex, I did cover this in my video today, but I will show you regardless in case you were curious. We come over here to the short interest on the NASDAQ. And one thing that I find interesting is this could be a multi-day squeeze. So we've got 0.71 days to cover as of January 29th. The overall short interest is 25.79 million shares, which is a change of, get this, 5.15,000% from the previous period. That's insane. That is a lot of short interest. And this isn't saying that there's 5,000% short interest, right? That's saying that it's a 5,000% change from the previous recorded level of short interest. So that's extremely, extremely high. Check this out. 15th of January was the settlement date, which was released on 27th of January. Previously, we saw 491,000 shares of short interest. So that's a huge, huge increase. This could be a pretty nasty squeeze, which is why I think you saw such a huge run-up on CTRM in the past couple days, right? That's very highly contributed in my opinion. And if we pull up CTRM on Fintel and just check out the day-by-day short interest on the stock. Let's do that right now. Click on this. So the changes as of now, we still have 66 million shares of short volume. Extremely, extremely high. So probably about half of these covered, maybe 2/3. But there's still a decent amount of short volume left. And the volume ratio, right, the total short volume compared to the total volume is 22.57%. So there's still a potential here for a good squeeze. And I think that a lot of these guys are still holding, waiting for it to dip. And I don't think that opportunity's coming. So CTRM, it already pushed 74 cents. It looks dirty, man. It looks real, real dirty. I'm excited. CTRM is a good play. There's a lot of short-term and mid to long-term opportunity here. Sandollar, my friend, thank you so much for the 2 donations. Gosh, you're the man. I really do appreciate you. This is the most cautionary week. Corporate insiders have rarely been as bearish as they are now. Insider selling has reached the highest levels. It's insane, man. I can't believe this. I don't feel like I've ever seen this much short interest or seen this many people talk about short interest across the market. I don't know exactly what's going on, but it feels like a ploy. Feels like they're trying to distract people from some of these other stocks that are getting killed. And I don't know how that works, but it's insane. And then highest level in decades, indicating we are about to witness the largest slaughter of retail investors since 2000. I hope you're wrong, man. That'd be pretty brutal. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if they're trying to reverse the market, because I know we have been in a very bullish market for a long time, right? So this could be the catalyst that begins a slight bearish trend, as you're saying. It's scary times, man. And the market always ebbs and flows, and we've had an insane 1-year bullish run. So if we have a 1-month pullback, 2-month pullback, it's very possible, right? But that just means that we end up changing our strategy a little bit. We look at different plays, we look at different strategies, and as of now, at least the way things stand, AMC and GME, them doubling down on these positions, it only improves our positions here. As for other stocks, them really shorting other companies, it's crazy. I think maybe that's anticipation for people profit taking from other stocks so they can bleed them and make profits back that way. It's speculation, right? There's no way to know for sure, but that's a very valid point to bring up. Guys, HCMC is getting pumped by WSB, I think. Oh, I put out a video on HCMC too. You can't trade this on Webull, unfortunately, and I don't see anything here on pre-market action. But I know that HCMC, according to guys in the Discord, was up like 60% in the pre-market, which is absolutely insane. A lot of opportunity there, and they've got a lawsuit currently in the works. I think they're suing Philip Morris for an infringement upon 2 of their patents. They focus on like vape and marijuana, that kind of stuff. And it's pretty crazy. I think there's a lot of opportunity to make money there. If I could trade it, I would have gotten a position. I'll tell you that. I will tell you that. All right. Love your enthusiasm with this. Help me stay awake after a long night shift. Tristan, I feel you, man. I 100% am on your side. I didn't work the night shift, but I did not sleep that well because I was so freaking excited to get in front of a chart and just stare at my screen all day. This is what I love doing. I love it. I absolutely love it. We've got a 3-bar play in the making right here. We've got a wide range candle bar, small red candle bar, followed by, if we see another wide range here, this could be a break. We're looking for a push, and it does look like we're going to get it. We're looking for a push over 1664, and we got it. Wide range candle. So, what's the next level to watch? 1684 and 1783. So if we push 1684, which it does look like it's very possible here, the next level we're watching for is the day's high at 1783. So I'm going to mark that right now. Looking real good. Man, I'm so pumped. This is awesome. It's so fun watching this finally happen. Trey, do you think the SEC will crack down on these shady brokers? Fidelity really screwed you. Man, I really hope so, Mike. I've seen some really interesting stuff floating around the internet about some lawsuits going in against Robinhood, right? So I don't know if it was the SEC in particular, but I know there are some lawsuits that are being currently acted upon against Robinhood. So let's look up Robinhood lawsuits. And you should see something here. So as Robinhood class action lawsuits begin, here's what you need to know. So let's just take a quick read. Robinhood has been hit with a class action lawsuit after the stock trading app halted GameStop trading, among many other stocks, on its platform on Thursday. Filed in a Manhattan federal court on Thursday, the lawsuit alleges that Robinhood deprived their customers of the ability to use their service and abruptly, purposefully, willfully, and knowingly pulled GME from their app, amongst other stocks. And they're also getting nailed because I know that Robinhood closed people's positions against their will based on risk mitigation, or maybe they're using margin. And typically you're supposed to receive a margin call if you are using margin, right? And they didn't receive a margin call. They had their positions closed at the lowest possible point on the day. It's pretty crazy. I think you're very likely to see some brokerages really get hammered down. It's not surprising and not unlikely in the least bit. Just do it, man. So I blocked you on Instagram because you're spamming me. You did not get charged on the Discord. You did not get charged on the Patreon. No payments were processed on the Patreon until literally today. Today was the first time that a payment has processed. You did not lose any money. You did not have any issues whatsoever with my platform. The Discord link was there for you, and you really need to find something better to do than just spam the comment section here. I have a bot. I don't know if you're still here, but I'm going to put him in timeout, and if you see him drop anything, feel free to do the same. So as it sits right now, we have a high in the pre-market right now of 1695. Well, I shouldn't say in the pre-market, but in the last hour or so of about 1695. We are seeing a little bit of a micro pullback right now. Not the end of the world. I'm anticipating if it pulls back a little more, we will see 1663 as a level of support in which you'll see a bounce. If we see a bounce there, that is a very solid bullish indicator. I would absolutely love to see that. And it looks like actually it could set up for another 3-bar play, just like we see here. This is a 3-bar play to a T. You get a wide range candle bar, followed by a small red candle bar, followed by another wide range green candle bar. And this could be the similar setup here. That candle pulled back. I didn't see that, but it could be solid. I feel pretty good about it regardless. So we need another wide range candle bar to close that high. That'd be an Oreo right there. Looks good. Looks good. Trey, will you let us know when you buy AMC today? I sure will, my friend. I'll be rocking. You guys can watch. I'm literally just waiting for my $600 deposit to to confirm. So I did put this 600 bucks into this at 4 o'clock in the morning, as I did get my army check here just recently, and I am waiting until that does settle so they can give me some day trading buy power, and then I can put some money into the stock. So I will do that. Thank you for the question, my friend. All right. We'll shut down 5 minutes before the market opens. Mini heart attack. Oh, Wi-Fi shut down. Jeez. Oh, that'd give me a heart attack too. We are 1 minute from the bell, guys. We're so close. We are 45 seconds away. It's 8:29:15. We got another wide range candle. Oh, she's pushing again. She's pushing again. So we're going to zoom out here, get an idea of what the next level to watch for is. Guys, I'm telling you, the time has come. The time has come. We're beginning the process. I'm so excited. I am so excited. Oh, man. So 1713. That's going to be the next level we're watching for. A lot of buying pressure here. We got some great, beautiful wicks here. Really running right now. AMC looks good. CTRM isn't the move. You're just trying to buy a cheap stock. You got to understand AMC is set up for short squeeze this week. Oh, yeah. I love AMC. I'm not trying to deter people from getting into AMC, right? But I'm just putting out information for anybody that needs it, right? So not everybody's looking to get into AMC. I love the play here with AMC. I love the potential. But the squeeze opportunity is 100% here. This is where we see probably the most potential for a hard squeeze is in AMC. So the market did open, and it looks like it has already been halted. Oh, nope, it has not. 1707. So in volume so far, we already have 58 million shares. That's disgusting. Look at this. 58 million shares. Dang. That's some insane volume, guys. That is some insane volume. That's dirty. Still don't have my cash settled. Waiting on that to come in. AMC is about to blow up by now. Everything else is a waste right now. AMC only move if you have a brain. AMC will have some solid potential. We are seeing a little bit of a pullback right now. So we did talk about the first half hour to hour in the market being the most volatile. And it does look like there's some people either taking profits or shorts adding to their position. There is no way to know for sure at this given moment. But as it sits right now, this is how we're looking. Nice wide range green candle bar starting to step back in. I'm assuming some people starting to buy, bringing the pressure back on. We did see 72 million shares in the first minute of trading. To put this into perspective, the last trading day we saw 600 million in volume. So that is an insane amount of volume. No, Jet, you're totally good, my friend. I promise you. My bank account just exploded. I know. Webull app crashed. Did it really? Dang. Let's see how Webull is looking for me. It's still working for me, my friend. I don't know. GME? How's GME looking? We'll switch it over. So GME is mirroring exactly what happened with AMC. We're going to come back here to my customized screen so we can see both charts. And GME is currently trading at 310. Solid entry point. I like 310 as an entry. If you see it drop down to 300, that's even better. But I think 310 will treat you well if you get into GME. I personally like AMC a little bit better. I think it's got a little more potential, but GME can still treat you very nicely. 300 bucks, 301. I'm a bot. Thank you so much for the donation, my friend. I'm here all day, bro. He has a few accounts, but I got my eyes on him. It is what it is, man. So that just do it, guy. He messaged me on Instagram. He found my account, or I suppose he doesn't have to find it. I've got a link in all my videos, but he messaged me and spammed all my posts and said, "Trey scammed me. Cash at me my money," but he never got charged. There's nobody that's been charged over the Patreon until literally today. So I don't know what to tell that guy. It is what it is, but you're always going to have that kind of stuff happen. I don't mind. It comes with the trade. You're going to be a millionaire, Trey. Webull is so much better. I appreciate that, Mike. I like Webull a lot. Noka's exploding? No. Let's see it. Well, I don't know if I'd call that exploding. It's dropping a little bit, but it's doing the same thing that AMC and GME are doing right now. We're just seeing a pullback. It's not the end of the world. We are still up on the day, right? Alrighty. Don't worry, guys. This is normal hedge funds selling. That'd be my anticipation. I find it unlikely that we've got people taking profits now already. I suppose it is possible, but I think you're likely to see, as we already have seen on AMC as of January 29th, if you are just new to the stream, we will show you again. We will show you that, well, this isn't right, over here. So we will show you, as of January 29th on AMC, we have a very high amount of short interest. So I'll pull this back up again. So as you can see, I believe it is 146 million total short volume, which is very, very high. So we'll pull this up right now. Oh, that's not even the right stock. I did this last time too, and someone in the comment was like, that's not AMC. I know it's not. I appreciate that. All right. So AMC, 147 million in total short volume as of January 29th, which is 24% short volume ratio compared to the overall market volume. And this is higher than we have previously seen. So we do know that hedge funds are doubling down on their positions right now, trying to make back these losses. So it's not surprising at all to see a little bit of an attack here on AMC. Peter, so much. Oh, man, thank you so much for the donation, my friend. I do appreciate it. Thanks for your insight on AMC, CTRM, and Foon. I have 12K in AMC and 3K total in CTRM and Foon. Here's a little appreciation, bro. Dude, Foon took off. It took off. Whoever brought that up was a freaking genius, because in the pre-market, it was crushing. Or at least it was. I don't know what it's at, what's going on right now, but from my understanding, it had a pretty nasty gap up. Yeah, so if we see here at $1.68, it saw a high of $3.85. And we closed the regular market hour, or the after hours, at 309, currently at 307. So even, but we did see it go up to 385. So I wouldn't be surprised at all to see it continue to run. Thank you for the donation, my friend. I do appreciate it. All right, so as it sits right now on AMC, pretty nice long candle wicks underneath the candles here, which I do like to see. Doesn't look too bad. Dumb hedges, buy AMC. Buy AMC. Go, 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 go. We're crushing. We're looking so good. Trey, I think AMC is selling shares to pay debt off. I think you're right. So we do know that this actually happened. So what was the name of that company? Silver Lining, I think. So 600 million debt AMC. Silver Lake. That's what it was. So I think Silver Lake, it didn't quite come out to $583,000 or $600 million. I think it was like 583, I think. So Silver Lake, AMC. Let's see if anything pops up here. Silver Lake cashes out on AMC for $713 million after Reddit-fueled rally. And I did see something posted over on my Discord. I'd have a really hard time finding it right now because there is a lot of chatter going on in there right now. But we do know that happened, and that does create overall more shares for the stock. Moose versus Bears and Bulls says, check your IG. I found Foon 3 days ago. Definitely, man. And I'm sorry if I've missed your message in Instagram. To be completely honest with you, it is very, very difficult to keep up with everybody reaching out to me. I do my best, but it is what it is, my friend. A post from 2 days ago. Foonware. Oh, there you go. Yeah. You made a good call, man. Moose, that was a great call. That was a money call. Good stuff, my friend. All right, trading 212 is down. Oh, man. That is nasty. It looks like it's really ripping, though. We saw that little dip. This was the pullback. I really, really wish that my funds had settled. Oh, my God. Tragic. This is a true tragedy. I'm going to see how my Fidelity position is doing at this given moment, but I anticipate that it's not looking too bad. I'm going to pull this up on my phone and get a quick little update here. So as you guys know, my Fidelity account, they closed out of my positions in AMC, BB, and NOK. This happened to a lot of people across the board, and I think they're going to see some pretty hefty consequences from that. But my current portfolio in Fidelity, as it sits now, was at $13,000 and some change as of last Friday. Was previously at $46,000. I'm gonna let this load really quick, and I'll show you what my total position is in Fidelity at the moment. But I do have a position in AMC on my Fidelity account as well as Webull. So once this finishes loading, I will show you guys. And we're looking freaking dirty right now. Look at these. Look at these dirty bars. That is some dirty green volume right there. All right, so this did load. I'm gonna show you my positions, and I'll show you my total position in AMC really quick here. So in AMC, I currently have 150 shares with a market value of $2,500. So in total, I have about $5,000 worth of AMC, and I am going to be riding this. And if you're wondering when to sell out of these stocks, right? When's the time to sell out of AMC? I've been asked this all the time. And while there's no clear-cut price target answer, the answer in my eyes is when the media and the news stops covering these stocks. Because when they stop covering these stocks, when you stop seeing coverage, them trying to distract us, the whole 9 yards, right? That is going to be the signifier to you that we have either won or the hedges have won. The game's over. So that's my take. Once you stop seeing coverage on this across Twitter, Facebook, the news, different hit pieces, different short pieces. That will be the indicator to me that AMC and GME are done. But that time has not come yet. AMC could just be getting started, especially with what we know about the volume, the short volume that is on the stock as of January 29th. Michael Scott. I like that picture, my friend. Michael Scott. Jeez, my girlfriend loves The Office. I'm going to show you my girlfriend in case you're wondering. She doesn't like me talking about her, but that's Sarah. She's living out where I'm going to be heading out to at Fort Bragg in North Carolina. Cannot wait to move out there. I did just buy a house recently. We closed on the house 4 days ago. Very, very happy. It's a beautiful 4-bed, 3-bath out in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and I will be living with her in a few short months. We're getting real close. I'm really excited. Definitely a nice girl. I love her to death. When the world stops buying, we sell. Amen, Mac. I couldn't have said it better. You've got a much better way of saying things than I do. I just got to learn to speak and articulate myself. People call me, people always, I love these comments on my videos, dude. They say, you need to slow down. I play your videos at half speed. No, man, you need to play it on double speed. Play it on double speed for a good time. I'm telling you. All right. Am I going to continue to lose on BB? Jared, good question. I'm glad you're asking. So BB right now is, she's hammering down pretty hard. That's pretty gnarly. But I think BB is a good company. I didn't anticipate that I would see it pull back this much. That's honestly surprising. So right now it did break below a pretty significant level of support. We have a nice level of support right now at about 1387, and it's currently trading at 1320. So either A, this is going to be a false breakdown, or B, the next level of support is at 1136. Either way, it's not a bad thing, right? So if it breaks down to 1136, that's extremely, extremely oversold. Look at this on the chart. Currently trading at 36 on the RSI, and it's been oversold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days in a row now. That's bad. It should not be selling this hard. That makes no sense at all. I, honest to God, think in the next couple months, 1 to 2 months, you can see this be a $40 stock. So if this touches 11 bucks, double down on your positions, my friend. I'm telling you, BB is worth a lot more than $11. It's worth more than $13. They're getting into AI and tech and the autonomous driving sector. And if they can really hammer down on that technology, I see a lot of potential for BB. I think AI is going to be a huge, huge piece here in the future, especially the next year. AMC is the only one going to short squeeze. Insider info. I don't know where you're getting that from, my friend, but I love the price action on AMC. I'm with you. I think AMC is going to do some dirty stuff. All right, so what I'm seeing right now in terms of price action, give you a quick little update. We do have a nice upward moving channel, and we do know that there's a level of resistance right here. So if we level this off and look at the total price action right now, we can see that it's squeezing down pretty hard. You've got a little bit of an ascending wedge formation. And as this continues to squeeze over the next 5 to 10 minutes, you're either going to see it break below this trend line, or you're going to see it break above the resistance line. And if it breaks above the resistance line, it should be violent. Should be very, very violent. A lot of volume pumping into this stock right now. 5 million shares, 3 million, 2 million, 2 million, 3 million, 3 million. A lot of volume pumping right now. So the volatility is there. We're going to have the volatility today to help push this stock to some new highs. Due to the overwhelming buy and sell volume on AMC, assuming the price is at $25 and we queue to sell, would where we are based in different parts of the world affect the time our orders get executed? Benko, great question. So I honestly don't think you're going to have many issues getting your orders filled on AMC because there's an extreme amount of demand, right? There's going to be people that are ready to drop hundreds and thousands and tens of thousands of shares on AMC. So if you're looking to sell your position, you should be able to make it happen because there's going to be a lot of quick flip and there's going to be a lot of hands trading off, right? So if you're looking for an opportunity to get out, if that is what you'd like to do, I think the opportunity is going to be there. That's my personal opinion. My brother is stuck, delayed, but I'm holding, so I don't need to do any operation. But once they open, I'm going to buy $2,000 more. Hey, there you go, my friend. I'm telling you, if I really want my account to settle those funds, because once it does, I am going to add to my position. I'm telling you that right now. I do have about $15,000. I did show you guys, I think, my position in Fidelity. I do have quite a bit in AMC, but a total account value after I got smoked out of 30K by Fidelity of about 16 grand. So I'm up a little bit here. Coming back a little bit, but definitely it still stings a little bit. I'm going to check out S&PW. I do have a position in this stock, so I am just curious how it's sitting. And nothing crazy. That's still pretty rough. 9 cents or so. All right, we'll get back to our regular scheduled programming. I apologize. I have a position in there. I wanted to see how she's rocking. All right. Doesn't matter where you are. It's first order in, first order served basis. Thanks for saying that, Mac. I 100% agree. Just know if you sell out of your position and you have a high position in AMC on Robinhood, you won't be able to fill those same positions. I'm glad you said that, Jay. That is a good point. So Robinhood, as it stands right now, is limiting overall buy orders going into AMC, GME, and a select few other stocks. So if you do decide to close your position and want to get back in, I don't know what the exact limit is on Robinhood, as I don't use that platform and I never have, but you're not going to be able to establish the same size that you previously had. So just keep that in the back of your mind. Angel, thank you for the $2 donation. I appreciate that. So you can only buy 10 AMC shares a day. I think it depends. So let's look up the Robinhood limit right now. Limit by AMC. Restricted list to 8 stocks, but users can still only buy 1 share of GameStop. So let's see if it has the overall list here. And I don't see it. I think they probably likely sent it out to Robinhood users. So if there's anybody that knows, I'm going to be completely honest and say that I do not know, because I've never used Robinhood. That's not an app that I've ever used. But I think that's the premise, is 10 shares a day, if I had to guess. But like I said, I don't know. I'm going to err on the side of caution and let somebody else answer that question for you. All right. I'm using the Giro broker. Don't know if you know it, but you can buy AMC and GME as much as you want. I am from Spain. Love your channel, especially your English is very easy to understand. Love, bro. Thank you, Mecca TV. Appreciate that, my friend. That does mean a lot to me. I've actually never heard of that broker. That's pretty interesting. I don't have any restrictions with Webull currently, and I'm loving everything about Webull. I think it's a great platform. Very clean, very easy to use, very easy to learn, right? So, I'd check that out, though, if you're interested. That's a good thing to know, especially since you are from Spain. I do get questions all the time from people about good brokerage accounts that aren't in the States, and it does sound like the Giro is a good one. So I'm going to keep that in the back of my mind. Thank you, my friend. Cash App also does not limit for AMC and GME. Coming from Tyler and a couple other people here in the chat bar. So for anybody wondering, that is the consensus. So Cash App is also an option if you are looking to get a position larger than 10 shares. Oh, it's 10 shares total, says Miguel. See, this is why I err on the side of caution. I didn't know. I didn't know for sure. I've never had Robinhood, but that's the consensus. So if it's 10 shares total, yeah. So coming in from Matthew Thompson, thank you for the donation, my friend. It's 10 shares total. I have 56 shares of AMC, and they won't let me buy more as it exceeds the 10 shares limit for the portfolio. That's so ridiculous. They're not letting you own more than $150 worth of AMC. That doesn't even make sense. You know what makes no sense, guys? Get this. So while Robinhood is restricting retail investors to 10 shares of AMC, these big institutions and hedge funds are not limited at all to what they can do with the shares. Think about that. Free market, huh? Crazy stuff. Not to sound like a crazy conspiracy theorist, but it blows my mind. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I bought AMC at $15.94. Is that a good entry point? It says MCC. $15.94. It's not bad. It's not bad. I think you could have got it a little bit cheaper, to be honest with you, but it didn't pull back too much more than that, right? We did see $17.20. I think that's going to treat you well. I'll be honest. I thought best case scenario, it would pull back to $15.40, and it ended up pulling down to $15.61. So you're not looking too rough, my friend. I think it'll treat you pretty well. And this is still pretty bullish territory, right? So we've got a nice. I'm going to pull up the 200 EMA quick just to get a comparison. We've got a nice gap here on the daily chart between the 15 MA and the 200 EMA. So that is some bullish territory. Looks very, very good. We've got the crossover right here indicating the turnover and the trend reversal into bullish territory. And even though this is pretty volatile right now, we're seeing a lot of up and down movement. It's still bullish. It looks good. I don't mind the price action at all. All right, GameStop is 300 now. Is it a good opportunity now, or is it better to wait? When it hit $500 last time, dipped until 126, so maybe it's better to wait for another sell-off. The problem with GME, my friend, and AMC both, is these are such volatile stocks. They're crazy, crazy volatile. It's so hard to predict, and I wish that I could give you a better answer than that, but it's truly, truly difficult. What we do know right now is this is in a pretty tight squeeze formation, right? So it's trading in a very tight price zone. I find it unlikely for it to drop below down to the 100 and change range. But if it does, you're going to know if it breaks beneath this trend line at about $290. We saw a false break and it popped back up. But if you see a wide range candle bar hold underneath 290, that's going to signify a pretty hard breakdown. So if you see it break and hold under 290 for like a 20-30 minute window, at that point, I would say it's pretty likely to bleed a little more. So that's my current take, but it is squeezing down right now. It's getting pretty tight in price action. It's getting ready for a pretty violent move, is my take. Just like AMC. To be honest, though, the price action on AMC looks a little bit cleaner. we're getting some pretty nice movement right now. Currently trading at 1594, so we do have a micro pullback on the 1 day, 1 minute chart, but still bullish territory. It's still trading at 1586 right now, which is significantly higher than we saw at close on Friday. Not too bad. Mike Vaughn says, "Hey Trey, how did you get good at investing so quick? Inspiring." No, thank you, Mike Vaughn. I don't claim to be the best investor in the world, but I do know how to read charts fairly well. And if you're looking for the best information out there on how to read charts, I would go to Rainer Teo on YouTube. What I did is I spent 1 month just studying everything that he had to say, whether it was candlesticks, how to identify support and resistance levels, how to read different indicators, what indicators to use, how to predict breakouts, how to swing trade, how to day trade, how to read the whole 9 yards. He covers everything so in depth. And if I had to give anybody a place to start to learn how to read charts, it would be there. It would 100% be there. For sure, my friend. I'm locked into BB and Noke at their current prices. I get it'll be a longer play now, but won't lie, it's not awesome. Oh, I know, man. BB, I think, is getting smoked still, isn't it? Yeah, that's so rough. It looks like it's going to test that $11 range. I hate to say it, but that's the next floor. So if we come out here on the 30-minute, 1136. It's pulling back pretty hard right now. That's disgusting. It really shouldn't be doing that, but it's oversold so bad, guys. This is an opportunity for you to get this way, way cheaper than it's worth. I think BB is worth a lot more than $11 if it does come down there. What do I think of SoFi Brokerage coming from Moose? I've actually done a little bit of reading on SoFi, and I think that they're on the cusp of locking in a merger. If I'm going to err on the side of caution and say I don't know for sure, but I think I did look at that. And SoFi is a brokerage account that should be pretty solid here in the future. Refer a friend for a personal or student loan. I don't think they currently have a brokerage account open, but I think that's something they're working towards. And it could be big. It could be big. I don't know a lot about it as of now, but as new things do develop, I will cover it in the future for sure. Good question, Moose. 1,600 people watching, only 22 likes. Come on, smash the like. Says the broker life. Hey, man, I'll tell you what. Don't like this video for me. Like the video because we like this stock. We like this stock. That's why we like the video. That's why I like the video. We like this stock. Appreciate that. All right, what's the good price to jump in for AMC right now, brother? I appreciate that question. So we're coming up on a pretty significant couple of minutes right here. It does appear we've got some buying pressure, right? We've got long wicks underneath these candles, but it's really squeezing down right now. So we've got a micro wedge formation happening. We're starting to really squeeze down on price action here. And if this does end up playing out, I'd anticipate that you see it continue to squeeze down here. And if it breaks this bottom trend line, we've got a couple levels of support to fall back on, 1540 and 1457. If it falls to 1457, that is a solid entry point. I don't think you're going to do bad at all. Of course, this is a volatile stock. I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice. I got to say that disclaimer every time I give advice, but be very careful. It is risky. It is volatile. There is a lot of movement here. But I'll tell you this. If you buy it at $14.57 and it drops to $9, $10, $11, worst case scenario, you just add your position and dollar cost average down. Webull and SoFi are both great. I'm with you, Mac, for sure. 100%. 100. Got me 1,500 shares at 201 January 5th. This is all gravy now. Man, you're sitting so filthy. That's disgusting. You are so doubled up right now. So we did break below that trend line, as I said. Might have been a false break. We're going to see. That's a pretty long candle wick, so it does look like buyers are stepping back in. That might have been a false break. We're going to wait and see. If it's not a false break and this does end up panning out with a couple more wide range candle bars, you're going to see a test of 1540. That's my prediction as of right now. Julian says, what happened to the short squeeze? It should still happen, man. The numbers are what the numbers are. So if we look here, I'm going to show you a couple different resources. I've got Ortex, which is something that I pay a $50 per month subscription for to get the most up-to-date information that they have available. Not Amcor. Silly chickens. AMC. So if we click here on details, this shows us the previous trading day, January 29th. They had 0.80 days to cover. And that's significant. That's a number that's available right here for us all to see. And on January 15th, released on January 27th, but the settlement date being January 15th, we saw 44.67 million shares shorted, which is a 15.92% short percentage of free float. Then if we come over here to Fintel, as of January 29th, we have higher than that short volume, 147 million compared to the 600 million in total volume, which is a ratio percentage of 24.49%. So we do know as of now, shorts are doubling down on their positions. They're doubling down on their convictions. They're trying to make back their losses. We have more short volume than we've seen in the past. 147 million, guys, is very, very high. We haven't seen that in the last 10 days. So there is a lot of room to run here. I don't think the squeeze is not going to happen. I think this is being heavily short attacked right now. That's my guess. There's no other reason for it to be getting smacked like this. And all it's going to do is add to this overall run that we're expecting out of AMC. The numbers are what the numbers are. That's all that I can say. The price action here is so unpredictable, guys, and that's why I'm doing these live streams so that I can give you the most up-to-date information that I possibly can, right? And give you what I'm seeing on the charts. So I hope that answers your question, my friend. E from the Grapevine, thank you for the donation, my friend. Hey, Trey, purchased an option last night, and this morning it is not showing under my options. Any idea what's going on? Money is gone from my buying power. Shoot, man, I don't know. I'm going to be honest. I don't typically play with options a whole lot. I've purchased a few in my day. But if anybody in the comment section has an answer for him to get back on that, it could be that some brokerage accounts are limiting option buying, or maybe it just hasn't settled yet. There could have been an extreme demand for options, so they can't get that filled. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest with you. I wish I had an answer for you. I really do appreciate the support and everything you're doing here, being a part of the live stream, but I don't have an answer for you, and I apologize. Been hesitant to release content until the dust settles. I hear you, man. You know, I made a decision, and I remember thinking about this. I was sitting in my room here and thinking, is it worth it to make videos on this, right? Because I know it's going to do two things, right? One, it's going to spark controversy, and two, it's going to put a target on my back. And I don't mind putting a target on my back if it means building a community of people that want to see content like this, right? So if I can do anything to provide you guys information that's going to help your investing decisions, ease your minds, just give you a community to hang out in, right? That outweighs it to me. But I understand where you're coming from, Moose. It's scary times. It's crazy times. It's absolutely insane. Looks like we hit the bottom. It does appear that way. That's a nice wide range candle bar. So this is called an engulfing candlestick pattern, which happens when you see a red candle followed by a green candle that is larger than the previous red candle. This can be the flip side too, right? So you can see an engulfing candlestick pattern that's red, which happens here. Green candle followed by an engulfing red candle. And that typically indicates a bearish run, which we didn't see pan out, surprisingly, but this is a bullish sign. That's a very bullish indicator, and I like to see that. Cameron Cave, thank you so much for the $5, my friend. AMC is one of my first trades. Started at 300, now sitting a little over 1K. Caught this gem under $5. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, dude. I actually brought this stock back before it got targeted by WSB to the channel back when it was $4. So you're riding with the channel, man. You're riding with everybody else. I'm with you, my friend. All right. Sometimes stocks don't show up right away. Try looking up the option you just bought and see if you can sell, just to try. It will say you can't sell if you don't own it. Have RBC account. All right, so E from the Grapevine. That's coming from Rusty Jones. I hope that answers your question. That does seem like a good possibility as to what your explanation would be. Check in CTRM. This was requested in the comments. CTRM found a nice little bottom here. This would have been a good entry point, 65 cents. I like that a lot. I'm going to see if my cash has settled. It has not yet settled. That is so frustrating. Usually they're really good about that. Usually the cash settles when I deposit pretty much instantly. Maybe it settled on my mobile app. And it is not. Strange stuff, my friend. Strange stuff. I am a bot. They're shaking people off, manipulating the market. LOL, they did this last week. I know, man. I know. We knew it would be a battle. We knew it would be a battle. It's crazy stuff. The volume on AMC right now is so high. It's so high. We're seeing millions of shares traded in a minute. Look at this. 5 million in red volume. You want to tell me people are selling this at $15? There's no way. I don't buy that. Pretty crazy. Let's check this out on the 5-day chart and get an idea of how this is looking. And I got to clean up this chart because that is so ugly. Oh, man. I'm going to change this to max so I can get rid of this. I don't know why it looks like that. Oh, it's because I've got a million resistance and support levels. My bad. We're going to clean this up. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Come back here to the 1 minute. So we do still have that bottom at 1457. It does look like it's trying to test that. A lot of volume coming in, but it does look like there is some more shorting pressure. This is so crazy, guys. This is so crazy. I don't think everybody realizes how insane this is. I mean, we are still up, guys, so this isn't bad, right? We're sitting at $15 right now, and we closed the previous day at around, I think, 13 or so. Let's zoom out on the 5-minute chart and see what we closed at previously. Closed at 12.97. So we are still positive, right? We're having a micro pullback. We expected this, right? So we knew within the first half hour to hour of the market is when it is the most volatile and when you're going to see the most shifts and swings in price action. So to see this pull back in the first hour, all that I have to say is patience. Patience, patience, patience. This is a buying opportunity. This is, if you're looking for an opportunity to improve your position, dollar cost average up or down, I would think this is the spot for you to do it. David Cosgrove, thank you for the $2, my friend. NOK update and realist price on AMC for today. We will give you a quick NOK update. NOK is actually reacting a lot better than BB. I like to see this a lot. I mean, it is pulling back a little bit right now, but compared to where we closed the previous day at 453, this doesn't look that bad. I don't mind that at all. It looks like there's a big gap here between price action. We did gap up in the pre-market. So in terms of support, we might be looking right around here. We want to see a hold over 475, and if you see a breakdown, you're pretty likely to see it come back down to these previous lows, or at least fill this up with some price action, right? Because that's a pretty large gap in price action. So that's what I'm anticipating personally. We're looking for that bounce off of 475. It is currently in an upward moving channel, even though we are seeing a little bit of a pullback right now. So if we do draw this up, upward moving channel does look good. And if we draw this up, I'm noticing that we've got a downward moving channel and a tightening of price action. So sometime in the middle of the day today, actually, if we adjust this just a hair so we get these 2 touch points, I would anticipate that you see a break either above or below one of these support or resistance lines. And when that happens, it's going to be a hard push. It'll be a hard push either up or down. And right now it's looking like it might be down, but if we see a bounce, that could be a good thing. As for the AMC price target for the day, man, I think realistically, it's very, very possible that we see AMC retest $20+, at least by the end of the day. I know that right now it's pulling back, but guys, the first hour in the market is when it is the most volatile. It's when you see the most price action, the most volatility, the most volume, and this is an opportunity for you guys if you want to establish a position to get it for a little bit cheaper. So I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice. Yada yada yada. You know the spiel. But this is the pullback that we've been waiting for. So that's my 2 cents. George DeLuca, thank you so much for the $25 donation, my friend. That means so much to me. Thank you. 1 million billion. Luke Johnson, thank you for the donation as well. AMC is trading at 5 to 10 times more volume than GME right now, and there was a 70 million share sell-off at market open on AMC. This is sketchy AF. I know, man. This is my take. Short volume. Nobody is selling this at 17 bucks. We know what everybody's doing. Everybody's holding this. Of course I will. I'm going to update you guys when I do have the updated short volume for February 1st from Fintel. When I do have that available, I'll tell you. But my guess, my hypothesis, is that 146 million of short volume is going to be higher. I think it's going to end up being higher. That's my take. That's my hot take. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. Let's update this. Still the same numbers. So we'll wait and see what happens. But we know the numbers. We know that as of January 29th, we have some shorts that have to cover. It was 0.8 days on the 29th. So it is what it is. The numbers say what they say. It still stands where we're at. Express. Get a couple requests for Express. We'll check that out quick. So all these major stocks are doing a lot of the same thing. I'd be curious if we pull this up quick, how Express is comparing to AMC and GME. And it's pretty similar. We're seeing pretty similar price action. They're all pulling back. All pulling back pretty hard right now. I'm surprised MVIS pulled back like that. And BB is doing the same. It did finally find a bottom, so that is reassuring. That's good. How does NOK compare? Yeah, so these are all mirroring each other very, very closely right now. Express does look like it found a bottom here. We do have a inverse head and shoulders, which is typically a very bullish indicator. So we've got the head, shoulder, shoulder, neckline. That is typically a good sign of a reversal. And if we do see a couple of wide range candle bars on Express, I would expect it to happen. That's my take currently on Express. Come back to AMC and look at this big scale picture. And we still have not, I don't feel comfortable saying we found the bottom yet. We're really, really testing it right now. Really testing it strong. If we break below right here, you're likely going to see a retest of 1457. So if you're looking to establish a position, I would wait to see a hard trend reversal in order to add to your position or establish one, because I don't feel like we have found the bottom yet. If this ends up being a doji candle or a hammer, that might be an indicator of some upcoming run, but it's not there yet. It's still being attacked by sellers, for sure. Thank you for the donation, Albert Wong. I appreciate you, my friend, as well as you, Blah. I like that hippo, that KO. Wow. They are freezing orders? Oh, man. HCMC made me $65,000? No way. Oh my God. Disgusting. Oh, man. Look at that. That's nasty. That's so nasty, dude. That's filthy, dude. Man, congrats. I wish I could trade this on Webull. I would have got in, I'm telling you. Talk about BB for today, please. I beg. I will talk about BB again. No problem at all. So BB is a different situation than we're looking at with AMC and GME, right? So this doesn't have quite the same amount of interest, of short interest, right? So I'll pull this up really quick and just see what we're looking at. BlackBerry. So if we look at the BlackBerry short interest real quick, we can see that as of January 15th, release date being January 27th, we had 43.49 million short shares, which is a change of 9.91%, and days to cover are currently 1.23. So if they're trying to cover their shares here, we're looking at, potentially in the next day or two seeing a micro squeeze, but I don't think it'll be anything like we saw here, right? Days to cover 8, dropping all the way back down to 3.5, 3.8. That signifies to me that we saw a little bit of a push here, as well as here, right? We see some of these days to cover 2.5. Some of these guys probably also covered, so it's tough to say. Let's check out the overall remaining short interest on BB, but I don't think it's as high. I think it was 16%, if I remember correctly. We will validate that now. 16%. So total short volume of 14.6 million compared to the market volume of 93.9. That's the ratio of 16%, which is a little bit lower than we've seen here compared to the past. So a lot of them have covered. I think the squeeze potential with BB is a little bit different, but BB is a good company. So if you're currently holding, this is an opportunity for you to average down, because I believe in BB as a company. I think they have a lot of potential, and I'm not kidding you. They're getting into AI. They've got a lot of good tech that they're working on. I can see BB doing some pretty solid things. It could be a good solid month hold or even a year-long hold. I've got a position there, and I don't anticipate selling it anytime soon. Do you have a position in CTRM? Not on Webull, so I'm waiting for my funds to settle. I'd made a $600 deposit. It has not yet hit my account, which is extremely frustrating, but currently in my Webull, I just have AMC, and in my Fidelity account, I have AMC, BB, Nokia, SNPW, and CLWD. Those are my current positions at this moment. I got out of CTRM to get into AMC. That was my reasoning. It was slow moving. I didn't predict that we would see that 400% growth in that single day. Who could have predicted that, right? But I do anticipate getting back into CTRM in the future. So as it sits right now, AMC does look like it may have bounced off of 1457, but we really, really need a wide range candle bar like this. We need something like this, signifying that we are breaking out of this downward trend. We're in a pretty harsh downward trend right now. So if we draw this up, of course, technical analysis is not an exact science. It is an art. So if this continues, we're looking at something like this, and we need to break out of that. So if we see a push above this downward trend line with a wide range candle bar, that would signify to me that we are escaping this bearish run. But we need a big wide range candlestick. Any thoughts regarding the silver squeeze that I've been hearing about? Is it trying to detract us from GME, AMC, NOK, etc.? That is my opinion. You hit it right on the head. I think the silver squeeze that's going on is the efforts of media, CNBC, the hedge funds, trying to distract people from what's going on so they can kind of save their butts a little bit. That's my personal opinion. But it's, if you want to make money, there's an opportunity there. I just think that you got more opportunity with AMC, GME, and they're trying to distract people a little bit. So I wouldn't be surprised in the least bit to say that. Webull takes forever to clear funds. Man, Travis, it's frustrating. It's so frustrating. I want them now. That's what I get, I guess. I think once you hit a certain amount of cash in your portfolio, they can settle funds quicker. But I don't know for sure, I suppose. GME is so low. What's going on with GME? Did they tank? 277, saw it bounce off of 252. Man, that's surprising. So what happened is it broke out of that wedge that I was talking about, guys. It finally had that wide range candle. So that was the push. Remember how I was talking about we have this ascending level of support that's being respected by multiple touch points? So when it broke hard. We saw that wide range candle bar. So if you're looking for an entry, that could be it. Could be it. I haven't looked at the GME short interest recently, so I'm going to check this out now just so that we can see what the numbers are looking like. But I don't think it's quite as nice as AMC at this current moment. So look at the short interest on GameStop. Currently 8.8 million shares, short volume, 50.45 million. Market volume, 17% short volume ratio. Compared to previous days, that is a little bit lower. So there are some people that have covered. Doesn't look like they've been doubling down on GME as much as we've seen with AMC. We do know that AMC, people are doubling down on their short positions. So let's check this out quick on Ortex and see what kind of numbers we've got. Days to cover would be a good number to check out here. Days to cover is 0.86. So we might see a little bit of a push here. This was updated as of 15 January. 61.782 million short interest. And we are significantly lower than that as of this moment. So I think the AMC push is going to be a little more likely. But GME is still possible. It's just going to depend on how much they double down here. Silver's going to the moon, and AMC and GME are simply a gamble. This kid will be chasing silver at all-time highs. I don't plan on buying into silver. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if you're referring to me or not, but yeah, it's up right now for sure. $25 to $27.10. It's gapped up a couple percent for sure. AMC also did that though. AMC also gapped up in the pre-market, up from $13 to 17. Currently at 14.38. We're gonna give you guys a quick update, and we are still moving in this downward channel. So this is still getting attacked by shorts. A lot of, man, she's getting hammered down. I thought GME was 140%. What happened? LMAO. So this is the information that we have available. As of January 29th, this is the total short volume that is available to us as of Fintel, which is down from 33 million. So at one point, GameStop actually had a short interest of 250%, which is extremely, extremely high. And that is why we saw that extreme push by GameStop. So if we look at this on the 30-minute chart, actually go to the 1 hour, pull this out a little bit. This is why we saw this huge push to $514, right? Now, I don't think this is the end of the GameStop run. I don't necessarily think that. I think what's happening right now is we're seeing two things happen. A double down on short positions, and B, a little bit of market manipulation. So do we think all this was red volume, this huge push down? Not likely, right? This could be hedge funds stepping in and dumping in more shares, because that's a high amount. That's 73 million shares, right? I really highly doubt. Think about this logically. I feel like all people across the board right now are thinking the exact same thing, guys. They're thinking the same thing. They're thinking, all right, Monday, we're expecting this to run. We're all going to be holding, and we're going to wait for it to happen. We expect the market to be volatile at open. We expect a huge push of volume and a huge push in volatility at open. And I don't think anybody's thinking about selling at this given moment. I think likely this is a way to scare people out of their shares. I think that the fight's still happening. As crazy as this is, man, it's a mental battle, guys. I know it's so hard. This is hard for me too. I'm not gonna lie to you. It takes a lot of mental energy for us to sit here and just watch this constantly go up and down and up and down and up and down. I know it's frustrating, but when this eventually pops, the numbers say what they say. The numbers say right now that AMC is increasing in overall short volume. It's increasing in short volume. We can see it. We can see the numbers here as of January 29th on Fintel. That is valid. 147 million shares as of January 29th. That's valid. Comparatively to the overall volume, it's 24%. Also valid, right? Doubling down, it's three times as high as it was on the 28th. That's valid. These numbers mean what they mean. And as hard as it is, this is the current situation. They're not ending the battle yet. They're still fighting. And this may be the final move that we needed to break out of this downtrend. We have a beginning of a wide range candle bar. This could be what we were looking for with a push. So it looks like we might have found a bottom at $14.15. This is where we're sitting right now. Bottom out at $14.19 with 3 candle wick touches on the 1 minute chart. Thank you to everybody watching the stream right now. If you would not mind dropping a like because we like this stock. That would mean a lot to me. I would appreciate that very much. Gonna read a couple comments here. There's so many new investors and young kids who started trading because of the GME memes, and I feel like everyone is panic selling because they don't understand the market. Jet hundreds, that is a great point. So honestly, if you're new to investing, I genuinely am so sorry that this is what you have to come into for the market, because this is not how the market usually is, I promise you. It's usually a lot more predictable. Predicting the market right now is like predicting double zeros at a roulette table. It's very hard. There's so much crazy stuff happening. John Hammond, when will we know to sell AMC when it finally pops? Thank you for asking that question. I did put this out in a video today, but I will touch on it right now for anybody wondering. This is when you're going to know to sell. And it's so simple. It makes total sense, too. Think about this. You're going to know to sell when the media and the news and your social media apps stop talking about AMC and GME. And I'm not talking about WSB. WSB is going to be the last group to stop talking about these stocks. You're going to know to sell when the media stops covering this, because that means they'll have no purpose of covering it, because either A, the movement has ended, or B, the hedge funds got destroyed, or they ended up winning, right? So the media will stop covering this when the movement is over. So if you watch the news, take that for what it is. Be very careful watching the news. It's going to scare the living crap out of you. I try not to watch it right now, but that's my indicator as to when to know to sell. So if you want to ride this until the very end, that's one way. If you're looking for profits, you just want to take profits when you're up a little bit, that's a different situation, right? That just depends on what you're looking to lock in for profits on AMC. There's opportunity here to take a bag off the table, but just keep in mind, if you take a bag off the table in the next day, 2 days, 3 days, you might be leaving a briefcase. But I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice. That's just my take on the situation. I hope that answers your question, John. Moises, thank you again for the donation, my friend. Trey, good morning. Can you please check EXPC? I'll take a quick peek at it. I appreciate that, my friend. So I'm going to look at this on a 1 month chart to get some sort of indication here. It's been trading sideways for a while. It's pretty neutral. We're looking to break over a pretty solid level of resistance right here at about 1548. If you see a push over 1548, it could be good. And I anticipate you're going to see it happen either up, or you're going to see a hard push either up or down within the next 2 days. We're in an upward moving channel right now. Quite a few touch points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And in the next 2-3 days, you're either going to see a break below or a break above. See a break below, you're likely to come back down to this level of support right around 1377. That's how it looks right now, my friend. Going to come back to AMC. CTRM just got another vessel. Be smart. CTRM is a good stock. We like this stock. It's getting hammered right now, but that's a buying opportunity, I think. I don't know if it's quite found a bottom. It is in a downward channel. We need to see a hard bounce, but I like CTRM. It's a good company. Currently, support sitting right around here. That was where we see the bottom out. So you're either going to see a push above or a break below this level of support or this level of resistance. That's how it's sitting right now. Going to come back to AMC. AMC did see that nice bounce. This is a signifier to me that we may have begun a bullish reversal. We're going to be looking at a push over a previous level of resistance, now acting as a level of support right around 1540 if I had to guess. Seeing a little micro pullback right now. Looking for a bounce off of 1457 as it sits at this moment. Sand thank you for the $5 donation, my friend. GME 121% short, AMC 79%, SPCE 72%. Where are you getting those numbers, man? I'd like to have the source. Not that I doubt you, but I just like to share that with everybody if you can share. That's pretty solid. I know that SPCE has a really solid short percentage. That's insane. 49.77. Man, that's trading pretty high. Oh, it's coming up really close to level of resistance too. Very, very close. If it pushes above 49.96, could be a good run. Weeble. All right. Sand if you ever, I'll try and look for your comment here in the comment section. If you do end up finding that source for me, just so I can share it with everybody, that would be appreciated. What I'm getting my information from is Fintel and Ortex. This was updated on January 29th. The total short volume, it doesn't have the total overall percentage, but it has the short volume compared to the total short volume ratio, which is a comparison to the total market volume. So this is not the percentage of shares that are totally short in the market. It's just a percentage of shares comparatively to the overall volume. So I do want to disclose that as of now. Looking for Sand if he does end up saying anything, I will share that reference. People, remember the best way to mess with your emotions is to play with your money. I know it. You're right, man. You're totally right. It did see a nice bounce. We're still moving. We got another wide range candle bar, engulfing candlestick pattern, typically a good bullish indicator. I think this may be the beginning of a reversal, but we will wait and see. We will wait and see. AMC is fighting back. Big time, man. Big time. Green candle showing on 5 minute. Oh, yeah. That's a good one. Let's look at the 5 minute. See what you're saying. Oh, yeah, man. That looks good. That's a beautiful candle. That's an engulfing candlestick pattern, my friend. It looks good. Oh, blah. Motley Fool published an AMC hit piece. What a bunch of clowns. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? AMC to the moon. AMC to Mars. They're messing up. That's not the move. That's not the move. You don't want to mess with our girl, Amk. We're going to call her Amk now. No, that doesn't sound nice. AMC. AMC is a nice name. We love our girl AMC. I love my girl Sarah, but we love our girl AMC just as much. Your channel is the best, bro. We hold. I appreciate that, my friend. I love doing this stuff. It's a blast. Pluto. Screw Mars, guys. We're going to Pluto. We're going to reestablish that as a new planet, and we're going there. We're bringing AMC straight to Pluto. We're going to ride on a SpaceX rocket. Foon. I'll check that out quick. So Foon did find a bottom. We're currently riding right around here. Good bottom at 272. Looking pretty solid. Looks like we may be beginning an upward trend. And just what I'm seeing right now, we may have a funneling of price action happening. So I'm going to get as many touch points as I can. Yeah, so that's a pretty solid funneling of price action. I anticipate in the next 5-10 minutes, you're going to see a break up or below these two trend lines. Somebody remind me in the next 5-10 minutes. We'll come back and see how that looks. But as it sits right now, we are hugging this bottom trend line a little bit closer. So we may see a retest of 272 as it sits now, but not too bad. The 15 MA is trading underneath the 200 EMA as it sits right now. So typically, that means we're in bearish territory. We did have that crossover back here at about 7:13 a.m. Typically, we're bearish right now. Looking for a reversal still. But Pluto isn't a planet, though. I know. We're waiting for it to be reestablished. Someday. We're hoping. Just called my broker, and they said currently there are a lot of orders for AMC. That is why it is stuck, but they are fixing it. I'm happy to hear that because that means people are holding and placing. Yes! We love to see that, man. That's a good sign. Also, quick question for everybody. Is the mic working out okay? In my last live stream, I had 30,000 people say the mic was rough. I think I had both my webcam mic and my Elgato mic on. So I just want to make sure that the sound clarity is solid. So just asking for your guys' opinion. Is that a George W. Foreman? Now we're cooking with Crisco. I love that you said that, man. I love saying that. That's one of my favorite sayings. This is a George W. In fact, this is an even better than George W. This is an inverse head and shoulders. This is the head right here. And we've got two shoulders. We've got a shoulder and another shoulder right here. That is typically a sign of a bullish reversal. Neckline. Looking good. That is nice. This is a bullish reversal indicator. If this plays out. Of course, this doesn't always play out. That is how the charts look. News catalysts and Wall Street bets and hit pieces all take precedence, as well as market manipulation, apparently. But that's how it sits right now. Moises, thank you so much for the donation, my friend. FTFT. I have covered this. I know this is a Chris Sane play. I know he said this is a quick money play. Not one that I necessarily agree with. I'm going to be honest with you. Currently, it's pretty bearish. We have the 15 MA cross back under the 200 EMA, bearish indicator. We've got a head and shoulders pattern here. Here's a head, shoulder, neckline. And it does look like we broke beneath that. So the next bottom here is going to be down at 429. And if you're looking for an entry point, I mean, we might not see that happen. It does look like we have a small candle here, but this could be a 3-bar play on the 30-minute chart. So if you see a big red candle here, a wide range, followed by a small range green, small range red, followed by another large wide range red candle breaking down here, you're likely to see a 429 retest. I wouldn't enter yet. It doesn't look like we found a bottom, unless this is a false break, but it doesn't look like it. Coming back to AMC. Trey, get HCMC, bro, on Trading 212. Oh, I don't have a Trading 212 app. I'm going to be honest with you. Let's see if I can pull it up on the App Store. I think it takes time to make that happen, but I wanted to get an HCMC so bad. Oh, they just don't offer it here on Webull. Oh, that's so disgusting, man. I called this play, guys. I thought for sure it would go off. I suppose I shouldn't take the credit. I do give credit where credit's due. This was brought up to me in the Discord. They brought this to my attention before I did, but man, she is really popping. She's popping hard. Bobby, my roommate from college, his name was Bobby. I don't know if that interests you, but he's a good man. If anybody from St. John's is watching this right now, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Bobby, man, he's the man. Anyways, Sundial, as of right now. Sundial is in an upward moving channel. Looks pretty decent. I'm going to try to adjust this the best that I can to give you an idea of what we might expect. So, we do have an intersection of different price points happening right now. A tightening and squeezing of price action. So if we connect these lines to the best of our ability, we have a descending level of resistance. And if this plays out, of course I can't guarantee it does, but this is what the charts say right now. If this does play out, you're likely to see a break either above or below one of these channels. And if it breaks above the top channel, it'll be pretty violent. If it doesn't, and if it breaks below this bottom channel, well, we know that we have a level of support sitting right around here with a couple different candle wicks touching 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at about 68.3 cents. Above that, we've got another level of support sitting right around here. Not quite as strong. I don't like this as much. 1, almost 2, 3, 4 at about 75 cents. So that's how it looks right now. It is in bullish territory. We've got a gap between the 15 MA and the 200 EMA. So it is bullish in nature on the 30-minute chart as well as the 1-hour chart. So not bad. Not bad. We're looking at this on the 1 minute. We got a George W. That could be a signifier of an upcoming reversal. So I don't mind that at all. Sundial doesn't look terrible right now. Not bad. JT Cali, welcome again, my friend. I know you're always on these live streams. I appreciate that, man. Thank you for the donation. Thanks for doing these live streams, my friend. Respect. Respect to you, my man. I appreciate you. Trey, we passing $17 on AMC today or what? I personally think so. There's a lot of short interest coming in right now. People are I genuinely think that the media and the market makers are still manipulating and doing whatever they can to cover butts, because I can say this until I'm blue in the face, guys. I can say this a million times, but the facts are the facts. As of January 29th, shorts tripled down on their short volume on this stock. It is high. Sand said that AMC short is 79% right now. And we've got a short volume ratio of 24% compared to the overall market volume. 147 million total short volume on January 29th. That's extremely high. That is almost 3 times higher than the previous, I suppose that's about 250% higher than the previous trading day. The short volume is high. I feel extremely confident that this squeeze is going to happen. Right now, it's getting attacked. There's a lot of crazy stuff happening on this right now. And I know it's so emotional. It's such a roller coaster, but the easiest way to get to people's minds, guys, is to play with their money. And there are a lot of people that have their money in the game right now, myself included. I had a pretty large position in AMC get schmacked. It got smoked. It got schwacked, just taken from underneath my legs. And they're doing everything they can right now to really, really lock this down. And it's crazy stuff. GME is getting ladder attacked. No big deal. Oh, also Moises. Oh, Sarah, thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the $10. You're seeing the same thing happen right now with AMC. So for those who don't know what a ladder attack is, it's when you see big institutions will sell and buy back shares back and forth from each other in order to algorithmically trick the market makers into lowering the price. And you're seeing that happen right now with GME. That's a very good guess as to what's happening, because I'll tell you one thing. Right now, well, it does look like they're halted first off. Looks like GME is halted, for anybody wondering. But this is a strategy that institutional buyers can use to really crank down on a stock's price and just hammer it. And it does look like that's happening right now. So it's crazy. It's insane. They're not giving this up. And it is so frustrating. Oh. All right, so what are we looking at next? Edmund, thank you for the donation, my friend. The squeeze hasn't even begun. Hold the line. I'm with you, my friend. Seriously. The numbers are what they are. We know what they say. We know that the overall short volume as of January 29th was 147 million shares. which was higher than the previous short volume of 65 million shares. That is high. That is high, 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 high. That's a lot of short volume. AMC is increasing in short volume. I feel good. The squeeze is going to happen. This is a rocky ride, guys. This is a rocky ride. This is going to be an up and down emotional roller coaster. Look at GME. Look at this. Right before GME hit 500 bucks, what did it look like? What did the charts look like? Well, let's take a peek. $500. Before that happened, we saw a high of 275, pulled back all the way to 221. Insane, right? We saw 482 bucks, dropped all the way back down to 115, same day, came all the way back up to 320. This is going to pass. I feel good about where we're at right now. This is not a bad, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. I promise you. NVIS, $7 a buy. Man, you already know how I feel about NVIS. I love this thing. NVIS is my girl. NVIS is my favorite stock probably in the whole market. Big buy. Honestly, the fact that it's under $7 is insanely surprising to me. Seeing this under $7 is a huge, huge buy signal to me. As far as the charts look, let's look at this on the 1 hour. Yeah, big buy. We see a nice bit of rejection here at this level. Big, big level of support at $7. Holding up very well at $7. That's a big buy. If you see it slip under $7 again, scoop that up. NVIS is a great company. I have a million videos out on them, so I'm not going to get into super high detail. But everybody that's been watching the channel for a while knows that I love Mavis. Mavis is good. Thank you for the donation, my friend. GoPro is moving. Ooh! Holy Toledo. She is. Look at that. Yeah, it's not too bad. Look at the volume, too. The volume's insane. Volume is very high compared to usual. I mean, it's not in the millions or anything, but it's trading unusually high. It'd be an opportunity for a quick money grab. Ooh, Chili Paha, thank you for the $20, my friend. Thank you for being you. If I had some maracas, I'd be shaking them right now for you. All right, guys, I'm gonna get a quick drink of water and start another cup of coffee, but I will be right back. I promise you. Give me just a sec. All right, guys, I'm back. I had to get some coffee brewing. Caffeine always needs to roll through my veins. Good morning, Trey. Can you take a look at LLIT? They recently announced a merger with Newegg. All right, I'll take a quick peek at the stock. I don't know anything about it, to be honest with you, but I'll look at the charts, and I'll tell you what the charts look like based on that. But if they did announce a merger, typically that is a solid bullish reversal, and it is still bullish in nature, right? So what I'm seeing right now is we are squeezing down on price action. Just a first glance at this is pretty huge. So we're gonna roll at the most recent level of support here that we are holding above at $7.13. And then on the flip side, we have a descending level of resistance that is being respected by the charts. It's squeezing down on price action, right? So what I anticipate happening is in the next half day today, regardless of the merger, to see a really, really hard push. And if that happens, it's going to be nasty. Especially for that merger, that's a good catalyst. And if you see some volume roll into this, it can be pretty filthy. But do keep in mind, the market is not behaving the way that we usually anticipate it behaving. If we lived in the normal market from 2 weeks ago, I have a feeling this would have absolutely crushed. But as things are right now, everything's unpredictable, right? JagX is a great example of this. JagX had some great news come out, great catalyst, and nothing happened. It touched 354 and immediately started bleeding. So I don't want to get your hopes up and say that it'll do well, because we just don't know what's happening right now with these stocks. Everything's going crazy. Why is AMC tanking? Says in the wind. All right, so if I had to guess, this was brought up by a previous comment. It was a ladder attack, and this is happening also with GME. You're seeing it happen with GME and AMC right now. And essentially what a ladder attack is you have institutional buyers or hedge funds that are rolling back and forth and basically selling and buying back from each other in order to algorithmically trick the market makers into dropping the price. And we did see that happen here with GME for quite a while. The market has been open for just over an hour now, and we saw it do that for basically a full hour. And we actually saw this happen in the past with AMC. I'll show you an instance in which I think this did happen. We're going to come over here to the hourly. We saw it happen here. We saw at market open, algorithmic like ladder attack on the stock. And it did follow up if this trend repeats itself with a nice wide range candle bar. And also keep in mind, we are still green. We're still at 1393. So this ladder attack, all it's doing is bringing us down basically to break even on the day. And if we see another wide range candle bar that pulls back and buyers step back in, that's not a bad game, right? So I'm not scared yet. I don't feel bad. I feel completely comfortable where we're at right now. And this is an opportunity for you to add to your position if you're looking to do so, in my personal opinion. Not the end of the world, in my opinion. So many false silver reports from news outlets all over the internet. Horrible. Yeah, man, they're trying to distract people. They're trying to distract people. I'm telling you right now. Oh, Luna, thank you for the $5 donation, my friend. Trey, can you shout out my 14-year-old son? We from Russia. His name is Elgat Dekinmas. Well, Elgat Dekinmas, good to see you from the States here in Oklahoma. I am in Fort Sill. I hope that you're having a great day, my friend. I hope that you're doing good, and may some good fortune become you, and you have a good life, my friend. I tell you what, any day you wake up is a good day in my eyes, for sure. All right. If I could buy more AMC, I would. I'm with you, my friend, for real. For real, for real. Let them fake so we can buy more dips and hold. Still waiting my 37K to be allowed to buy more AMC. Man, I really wish my funds would settle. I want it so bad. I really want to take advantage of this pullback. So bad. I don't know if I have any dry powder currently sitting in Fidelity, but I doubt it. And I don't really want to make any purchases while I wait for my account to transfer. I don't think I can buy or sell until it transfers over. So I guess I just have to wait for my funds to settle, which is really frustrating. But I think there'll be more opportunities to buy. Buy the AMC dip. I'll tell you what. The only answer is to buy or hold. The only answer is to buy or hold. There is no other way. That is the way. It is the way. I'm going to take a look at my other positions really quick and just see how I'm doing on the day. S&PW apparently is crushing. Dang. Up 32%? No way. Dang. They are. Look at that. How about that? That makes me pretty happy because S&PW is crushing me really bad right now. That makes me pretty happy to see. Good stuff. All right, we're going to come back to AMC. So back to AMC on the day. Answer some of your guys' questions. What are the chances of GME issuing more shares to raise capital and also give the hedge funds a bit of a lifeline? It's possible. I'm not going to lie to you. We saw AMC do the same thing with Silver Lake. So it's not out of the question, but this isn't the end of the world, right? So basically, all these hedge funds doubling down on their convictions, doubling down on their losses, doubling down on their short positions. What this is doing is giving opportunity for a more nasty, filthy, disgusting squeeze. And it's going to make it more of an emotional roller coaster, right? I'm not going to lie to you. It makes the volatility higher. It makes it makes it less fun to watch when it's really dipping, but way more fun to watch when it's ripping, right? So we just need to be patient. We need to be patient. AMC is just a short ladder attack. Just dropped another 1K on it. Let's go to the moon, boys. I'm with you. I'm with you, Christian. Seriously. Imagine the amount of order will be executed once my broker fixes their technical issue. Let's go. We are still stuck, but once we are back, we will rock. I'm with you, my friend. It honestly hasn't been halted yet, which is surprising. I think GME was halted very briefly, but AMC has been rocking, which is really good to see. I'm happy to see that. Is GME lifted again? Is it moving? Does anybody know? It does look like they found a bottom, so that's good. This might finally be the bottom. And AMC typically mirrors what GME does, and it does look pretty similar. So we should see a bottom out very soon on AMC if it does mirror that GME pattern. Currently at 1361. I'm going to restore this just to see what we're up on the day. Currently up 2.3%. Looking at the order book, We've got quite a few shares. This is changing so fast, guys. You do not know how insanely hard this is to read. But we've got quite a few buy orders matching these sell orders. I mean, 1,000 shares, 1,800, 1,900. There's a lot of people buying. More people selling right now, but I don't know how that's possible. Pretty crazy. Insane stuff. I think it's just like everybody's saying. This is a ladder attack. Big time ladder attack. Long and strong, my friends. Trey is the trader of the year. I like hearing that. That's fun. That's fun. That rolled off the tongue real nice. Chili Paha, thank you again for the donation, my friend. You rock. Seriously. You don't have to do that. It is so highly appreciated. You're the man. Thank you so much. Means a lot to me. It seriously does. The media pushing this silver thing. Hey, it's Buy the Dip. Welcome, my friend. Buy the Dip is an OG. I'll tell you that right now. The media pushing this silver thing and saying Redditors have been moving into it. Can easily go on front page of WSB and see no one is interested. Is clear market manipulation. Oh, we need to see this right now. We need to verify. I 100% trust you, man. Silver short. Wall Street Bets has silver in its sights. Oh God. Look at this. No way. But here's why the speculative rush may be short-lived, says analyst. That is hilarious. That's insane. And now we're going to come over to Wall Street Bets and see what is popping. Let's see what's popping. I bet you it's not silver. GME. They act like silver is so fetch. Citadel, stop trying to make silver happen. That's awesome. That's great. Be prepared for a flat week as hedge funds try to make us lose interest. In a situation like this, I try to put myself in counterparts' shoes. So if I were a greedy, fraudulent guy who would try to bankrupt the company for a few bucks and would rather risk crashing the market than take a loss, how would I deal with a hungry pack of gorillas beating down my door for lunch money? Well, we've seen them try a number of dirty tactics to try and scare us into selling. Short ladders, lying. A short ladder is what's happening right now, in case you're wondering. That's a short ladder. Lying in the media that they close their position, restricting free trading of a stock, and more. But all of these moves had one thing in common and failed for the same reason. It showed us they are desperate for us to sell, only confirming to us that they do in fact still hold a huge short position. Man, that's a good double up. So guess who owns tons of silver options? F Citadel. This stuff is coordinated. Look at that. I'm telling you, that is hilarious. That's so funny. There's no silver short squeeze happening. None ever. So don't listen to that. Silver is not the move. I'm so glad you brought that up, By the Dip. That's funny. I didn't realize that. That's very interesting stuff. I'm glad you brought that up. If anybody else has something they want me to cover here regarding news, regarding articles, hit pieces, anything on Wall Street Bets, I can very easily pull that up and we can discuss it. As far as AMC goes right now, this does look like what could be the beginning of a small George W. Small George W. We got a small bottom out here. So we got a bottom followed by a little bit of action, small pullback, a little bit of action. And if we see a wide range candle bar, that could be a reversal. But I don't feel completely comfortable saying that yet. But if it does follow the trend of GameStop, because they do mirror each other very closely, both had a short ladder, this will be a bounce. But we're waiting to see that verification with a wide range candlestick, which we haven't seen yet. So we're looking for a wide range candle. Has been oversold for a while. Currently at 41 on the RSI indicator on the daily. If we come over to the 30-minute chart, currently sitting just under neutral at 45. So in terms of actual pullbacks, that wasn't a terrible pullback, right? It was a little one, right? We went from $17 down to 14 and some change, but nothing like the time when we hit 25 and came all the way back down to 11. So we gotta be happy with the little things, right? At least we didn't go from $17 down to 3 or something. That would have been pretty gnarly. Just bought the GME dip. If it goes under $200, you already know I'm getting my second stick. Whack her down. Or whack her up, I should say. That's the move, for sure. We're going to delete this just to keep the charts as clean as we can. And we're looking for a break out of this downward channel. Now, what is that going to mean? Well, I'm going to delete this real quick. Delete that. Delete this. And readjust as of most recent price action. And if we break out of this, which it does look like we're getting ready to do right now, that will be the beginning of an upward move. We had a false break right here, but then it came back down into this downward channel, and we've got an updated channel right now. So a break with a wide range candle bar is going to signify to me that we are beginning the next move. We do have 3 candles touching here on the short term. So we are looking to either continue on this upward channel or continue on this downward channel. The next 2 minutes are going to be very, very telling. So we're waiting to see what happens. COS. I think COS is one of those stocks that went up like 500%, isn't it? Yeah, she's pulling back pretty hard right now. I'm going to be honest. I think COS was a couple-day runner. It's not quite the same situation as AMC, but I can check out the overall short interest just to get an idea. Let's take a quick peek at how many of them covered. So just taking a quick peek, 11.5 total, oh, no, that's not right. 2.21 million total short volume. And comparatively, a lot of them covered. It does look like some doubled down. Not quite as high as we've seen in the past, but they are doubling down. So people got back into this. It's twice as high as we saw on the 28th. So that could be telling. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Coming back to AMC quick. And I did see my screen light up all of a sudden. Kalian, thank you so much. Next Level Mods. Mudak, thank you. Sandollar, thank you so much. Kalen, can you look at XRP? So I think this is a crypto stock, isn't it? I'm not entirely sure. No available data. Well, I'll just look at the charts here real quick. So as far as this goes right now, it is pulling back pretty harshly. We will do a little bit of a retracement in terms of where we might expect this to stop. And this is pretty uncharted territory. It does look like it might have found a bottom, but not guaranteeing it, right? We haven't seen a bounce yet. The bounce to me signifies that we saw a reversal, and we haven't seen that yet. So where might this stop leading? Either 39 cents or down here on the retracement at 36 cents. I wouldn't get in yet. I would wait for the pullback to end. It's been pretty harsh. Coming back to AMC. We're going to see what happened here. Next Level Mods. Got my Webull account open this weekend just in time for the GME AMC pullback. Money, my friend. Hey, you're rocking. You're cooking with Crisco, baby. We're cooking with Crisco. Mudek, thank you so much for the donation. Big fan of Trey from Africa. Man, that's some crazy reach. It's crazy to think that many people from all over the world are being a part of the channel. Welcome to the community, my friend. I'm glad to have you here. I promise you. So happy. XRP was pumped and dumped. I'm with you, man. I don't personally, that's not my cup of tea. I wouldn't get into that, but everybody's got their cup of tea. Sandollar, Trey, I manage the OTC stocks like HCMC on Charles Schwab account. That's good to know. Now I know for the future. So if I want to get into that, I will open a Charles Schwab just for future reference. Thanks for pointing that out. Now I know. Chili Paha, thank you again for the $5, my friend. Please take a look at OZSC. Solid company for cheap, soon to the moon. Dalla, dalla, dalla. All right, OZSC. I think I have looked at this in the past. So OZSC, a little bit of choppy price action, but it is trading in an upward channel right now. So that's pretty reassuring. Going to draw this up as it sits. At the very least, I would anticipate that we see a continuation here. But it is possible that we see a continuation in this recent move as well. We've got 3 different touch points. So either A, we're going to continue on this downward and tightening channel, which it doesn't look like we're doing. It does look like we broke out of that according to this. Or B, we're going to continue on this upward channel. So as it looks right now, it's not bad. It's bullish territory. Big gap between the 15 MA and the 200 EMA. I like it. Going to come back to AMC real quick. Mudek Esmal. I appreciate that, my friend. Trey, my name is Mudek Esmal. I'm from Nigeria. Can you shout me out? I want to be like you and start a page when I turn 18. You help my mom make money. Hey, I appreciate that, my friend. Shout out to Mudek Esmal. Thank you for supporting the channel, man. And I'm telling you, you can definitely do this on your own. I started this channel in mid-December, and I thought maybe in a month I would hit 100 subscribers. And look where we are now. It's 100% doable, my friend. Anything is learnable, and anybody can do anything. I'm completely with you, my friend. Can't with a K, thank you for the donation. You keep it up. We're doing great. Coming from Jalen. Hey, Trey, why can't the hedge funds just be smart and buy with us and push up this price so they can make their money back? That's so funny you say that, Jalen, because I've said the same thing. I really have. I don't understand the reasoning whatsoever. And I actually think there are hedge funds out there that are doing that strategy because it does make more sense, right? I don't understand why you would ever decide to just double down on your short when the momentum is not short, right? Because the momentum right now is long. We're making ground. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't at all. I agree. Antonio, thank you for the $5, my friend. Let's get a quick shout out to my beautiful girl Shannon. Also AMC to the moon. Shout out to the beautiful girl Shannon and AMC to Pluto. We're going to say to the moon, but Pluto is better, my friend. I appreciate the donation. And I am a bot. We will cover Zome for you as well. Thank you again. I appreciate it very, very much. Zome is a good... Ooh! Ooh. Volume's picking up. How about that? Dang. That looks nice. She's really running. I didn't anticipate that. The volume's picking up. RSI is pretty overbought right now, right? So it did touch up at 94. Slight micro pullback. I anticipate you're likely to see a pullback if we change this to the 1 hour. Somewhere, just based on previous trends, somewhere around 61.8%. That's my guess. So on this micro pullback right now, based on what we've seen in the past, you're likely to see a pullback to 61.8, which is 98.9 if that does happen. I can't guarantee that, but it's based on previous trends. If you're looking for an entry into Zome for a quick swing, that is what I would do. Zome is a great play for March. They are going to commercialize their true forma system. I think this is going to be a 4 or 5 bagger play. So this is nothing in comparison to what you're going to see in the future. All right. They don't want us making money. Hold. I'm with you, my friend. Big time. All right, quick update on AMC. Currently, a little bit of consolidation. So this George W., this double bottom did play out. It does look like we have found the bottom. We're going to look at GME and see if it's a similar looking chart. And GME does look like it also found a bottom, but it is bleeding a little bit right now. J-Red, thank you so much for the $2. GoPro is the next move. Can you look at it? I did look at GoPro earlier. I will put it back up in just a second. Promise you. So AMC is looking pretty solid still. Currently still in an upward moving channel. We've got a couple different touch points being respected as a level of support. But I will check out GoPro really quick for my friend here. So GoPro is currently consolidating. They had a pretty nice little run. Volume still pretty decently high. Retracement-wise, only pulled back to 38.2%, which is a good sign of strength. I like that it's holding very well. It was a clean run-up. We saw a very clean run-up. It wasn't dirty, not a lot of rips and dips, which is typically a sign of strength. I like to see that a lot. I don't think you're going to see a harsh pullback on the stock just based on how clean the move was. I like that a lot. Good entry point. If you see it pull back to 50%, 991, if you're looking for a quick in and out trade, that'd be my entry point personally. Coming back to AMC. Yo, y'all, drop a like for my guy Trey, and he also serves us in the military. Much respect, brother. I appreciate that, my friend. If you don't want to do it for me, drop a like because we like this stock. That's why I want to like, because we like this stock. That's the only reason we're investing. We just like the stock. Lots of chat about Fidelity not being able to handle the influx of new people. I'm still waiting cash to settle from a deposit last week. Oof, man, Matthew. That's tough. I actually got out of Fidelity, but it is what it is, my friend. It is what it is. I wish everybody the best. I never wish any ill will on anybody. I hope that Fidelity treats you well. Let's get to 1K likes. Holy crap. I didn't realize that we have that many. That's gnarly. Man, you guys all rock. Thank you for watching. It means a lot to me. What do you think AMC could hit as a high today? Man, oh, that's so tough. When do I think Elon Musk is going to send SpaceX to Mars? It's tough to say. We do know right now that it's being heavily shorted. It's being a ladder attacked, right? We did break out of this, so that's good. I anticipate that if we can see a nice push, we do know that shorts do have to cover based on what we see here on Ortex. If we come back over here to Ortex, I will show you some interesting data. And what Ortex says is, as of January 29th, they have 0.8 days to cover. So there are shorts that are going to have to cover on this stock. This is my hypothesis. Take this for what it is. Maybe I sound crazy, maybe not. My hypothesis is some shorts knew they had 0.8 days to cover. And because they knew they had 0.8 days to cover, they tried to short ladder this stock down so that they could either cover higher or cover break even. So I think a lot of these guys are probably in the money pretty bad and are trying to save their butts. And that's why you're seeing this short ladder. Man, I'm telling you, they're doing every possible thing they can to save their butts because we know people are buying this right now. It's insane. It's insane. Kristen Wade, thank you for the donation, my friend. Thank you. Can you please come back before close to hold our hands? At what price do the shorts cover? Only $9. So that's a good question. And I got a lot of smoke from people on this, but I'll tell you right now, I don't feel like this is invalid information. So I'm going to pull this back up on Market Beat. Please don't shoot me. Please don't destroy my channel or leave me hate comments on my Instagram. I promise you this is what is available to me. Check this out. So this is the price on record date of $8.63. Now this is interesting. I want to show you this. And please watch very closely. before smoking me. If we look at the 15th here, right? The 15th is right here. $2.40. So, if we were trading at $2.50 on January 15th, and Market Beat says the price on record date was $8.63, how does that make sense? I'll tell you right now, it doesn't. It doesn't make sense. And that's because $8.63, in my eyes and my guess, is the price on which they decided to sell their short position, which is why I said holding over $9 is something that I find crucial. Now, I'm not trying to spread misinformation. Take what I say with a grain of salt. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is my speculation and deduction from the information presented to me. But I do think that you should see a nice push based on that because we did hold over $9. I saw someone ask, what does days to cover mean? That essentially means that is how much time remains for the people who have a short position in the stock to buy back their shares. So days to cover 0.8 means in the next 0.8 days from January 29th, meaning sometime today, we are expecting a cover on some of these short positions. And then based on what we've seen here on Fintel, which was updated as of January 29th, we know that the AMC short interest is currently 146 million total shares. I shouldn't say short interest, the total volume. The total volume on AMC is 147 million total shares, which is 24% short volume ratio of the total market volume that day of 600 million. And my hypothesis and anticipation is you're going to see this number continue to climb. It's been climbing the last 4 days. We went up from 56 million to 61, 65, 147. And this looks like a picture perfect short ladder on the 1 day, 1 minute chart. It's at a downward channel where we saw a little push above this, right? And we are in a currently upward moving channel, but this is a picture perfect short ladder attack in my opinion. That's my hypothesis. All right. I hope that answers your question, Kristen. Thank you, my Pippy, for the donation, my friend. I appreciate that. Hi, everybody. My Pippy E. Small. I appreciate that so much. Thank you again, Adam, as well. Appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. And I appreciate you again, my Pippy. Coming back over here to the comment section. Gonna try and answer as many people's questions as I can. HCMC, I will cover that really quick. So HCMC currently trading at 18 cents. Overall volume, nothing crazy. Did see a huge pump here right at open, right? Touched up at 19 cents. But it is cranking pretty hard right now. How much is it up? 125% on the day. Insane. I would not buy at the all-time high here. It's a little bit risky. But we are expecting, I think the lawsuit is supposed to close February 18th. So coming up very soon. It could be a good play. And that's a big lawsuit. I think Philip Morris was like $3 billion estimated total revenue from what came from those patents, right? So it could be a huge revenue kicker for HCMC. I could see that being huge, like a 20, 30, 40x type play, which would be insane. Coming back to AMC. My Pippy is small. Oh, man. Oh, man. God dang it. You guys got me. You guys got me. That's so stupid. Oh, jeez. That's so ridiculous. That's funny. That's so funny. You guys got me. I'll take it. I'll take it. You made me laugh. Oh, man. What do you do? I can't believe I fell for that. You guys are so funny. That's good stuff. All in light spirit. All right. Can you tell my friend Kimmy Head happy birthday? He's from Ukraine. Happy birthday, my friend. Happy birthday to Kimmy Head. Oh, you guys suck. God dang it. Ah! I'm so done with this. I'm so done with life. You guys think you're so funny. All right. You know what? I'll take it. It is what it is. All right, back to the charts. Enough of this goofy business. We do have a nice wide range candle bar and engulfing candlestick pattern. I like this a lot. That could be a good sign. We are starting to move upwards again, but it's very slow moving. How does the volume look? The volume right now, trading a little bit lower, but it is still touching anywhere around 800,000 to 1 million shares per minute. So still extremely high. I like that. The comments are going by so fast, I literally can't read this. Where did you learn the trade tray? Good question, Junto. I learned everything that I know from Rainer Teo. I'll pull him up quick on YouTube so you can check him out in case you are interested. So I'll just pull up YouTube and show you his page. Rainer Teo is a great teacher of technical analysis. And I learned literally everything from him. So if you just come to his channel, he's got 864,000 subs. and he is very straightforward, to the point, and easy to understand, digestible YouTuber. So I learned everything from him, and that's where I would recommend going to learn technical analysis. Trey, give me a Rainer intro. Hey, what's up, my friends? Gold. Money. Can't believe he fell for that. You guys suck. I'm too gullible, I guess. Are they losing money when they short ladder attack? So not typically, because if they short and it's between two hedge funds, right? If one ends up shorting and the other one buys it back for a little bit lower, they can repeat this and rinse and repeat and just bring the price down a little bit lower and kind of nickel and dime the market, and also bring back down to cover on their other shorts. So that's my hypothesis. Thank you for the donation, Video Master. By holding, stock recovers from ladder attack. Yes, it should. So as long as you hold your position and you don't sell, they're trying to scare you out of your position right now. This is what this is. They're trying to scare and shake weak hands out of the stock. I know this is an emotional roller coaster right now. I know. Trust me. Being on this live stream helps me just as much as it helps you guys. This is really hard to watch in real time. But diamond hands, guys. Patience. We've got a double bottom here, George W. And we've got an ascending George W. right here. Bottom. Looks good. Wide range candle bar. This is a 3-bar play right here. This is a perfect 3-bar play. We've got one wide range candle bar, small candle, wide range candle bar. If this keeps playing out, we'll keep stair stepping, and I'll take that all day of the week. Daniel, thank you for the donation, my friend. Could you review naked position and short info, please? Yes, I can. Naked, as of now, is getting hammered really bad. Dang. Yeah, she's getting smoked. Looks like the next fallback is going to be about $1.08, which honestly is incredible that it's held this well, considering it was a 38-cent stock before. But it looks like it might pull back to either $1.08, which is the current retracement, or we do know we have a pretty solid level of support right here at about $1.34. So we're looking for a bounce there. If we don't see it, it's going to probably drop to $1.12. I would not establish a position yet. It is channeling down pretty harshly right now. As far as a naked short interest goes, we will pull this up and see what we're looking at as of January 29th. So according to Fintel, the naked short interest on January 29th was 130 million total shares of short volume. Comparatively, it means that about half of people covered from January 28th and about 75% of people covered from January 27th. Still a pretty decent amount of short volume, though. It's still very high. If we look at how long they have to cover, how many days, we can take a look at this just based on Ortex. And according to Ortex, naked has no information available. So I unfortunately can't tell you current days to cover. It does not have that information available on Ortex. I apologize, my friends, but that is what I can tell you for now. Just bought another 500 shares, $500 of AMC. Don't believe the negative info. Hold and buy the dips. They're going to do everything they can, guys. They're doing everything they possibly can. I'm telling you. And I still don't have that buying power. Gosh, freaking dang it. Dang it, Bobby. God damn it, Bobby. We're going to eventually get there. It does look like we're seeing the beginning of another run. I like that. That looks good. Trey, it's just do it. I've been trolling with the names. I want to apologize. You didn't scam me. I checked. You're a good guy. Keep doing you. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. No hard feelings at all. I'm not going to reach out and be that kind of guy that says, it is what it is, my friend. There's always misunderstandings. I understand you felt like I did you wrong, but I promise you I didn't. You weren't charged. Nobody was charged until February 1st. There's links available on the Patreon for the Discord, and if you'd like to enter, that is how you do it. So I hope that answers your question. LFLR. What is that? SEK 200. I don't know what that is. I gotta look this up so that I can do you some due diligence, man. I appreciate you, my friend. Dang, you rock, dude. Thank you for that. Thank you so much. You really didn't have to do that. Here's about 2 AMC shorts for the rocket fuel. Hold. Diamond hands, baby. Always diamond hands. I'm in with you, my friend. Deanno, thank you for the donation, my friend. Trey, my man, how is Bio looking short midterm? I love Bio. Bio is a great stock. Has a lot of potential, both in the mid and short term, in my opinion. So right now it's trading at $1.05. That is a big, big entry point. I would scoop this up. If you're looking for position in bio, I don't think you're going to see it drop much lower than that. Let's look at some levels of support and resistance. Good level of support right now at $1.02. I don't see it dropping below that. That's a very, very strong level of support. So if I was you, I'd scoop it up. I can see bio in the next 1 or 2 months being a $3 or $4 play. I wouldn't be surprised whatsoever. They've got the BioLace water lace system, so they've got nice laser oral surgery that they're working on getting into some dentist offices. If they can really commercialize that system, it should be worth a lot of money. Thank you for the donation, Antonio. What are my thoughts on Torchlight and CTRM? Love CTRM. I do have a video out on them, but I have not covered Torchlight. Torchlight is a good stock. I think they've got a lot of potential right now. They're getting hammered, just like every other decent play in the stock and in the market because of what's going on with AMC, right? But Torchlight is a pretty good stock. I don't mind them at all. As far as retracements go, they pulled back pretty harshly. They did. They pulled back to that 100% retracement, which is pretty bad. But it does look like we're seeing a little bounce here off of 38%, and it's winding. So it's getting ready to really start squeezing down on some price action. So we've got a squeeze down here, and we've got the beginning of a squeeze down here. And if this plays out in the next day or two, you should see a violent move either up or down. Based on where we're at right now with the 15 MA crossover the 200 EMA, it is likely to be in the upward direction. Not guaranteeing it, but it is more likely than unlikely to see it break down. CTRM, I love CTRM. I think this is a good short and midterm hold stock. I would establish a position in the 65-cent range if you find that opportunity. Kevin, thank you for the donation, my friend. My thoughts on GTE. GTE had a run up, didn't it? Yeah, it did. All right, so GTE did break below that bottom trend line, but did bounce back very nicely. This is a double bottom. George W. Big fat George W. Good entry point. We have a level of support right now sitting here at about 57.9 cents. Currently trading at 60 cents. If you want to wait just a little bit for this to pull back to 57 cents, I think that'll do you pretty well. I like that entry a lot. Otherwise, there's a lot of upside potential for sure. I think it's not bad. Joe Allen, thank you so much for the donation. Could you do a quick check at AITX and give some analysis? I believe the stock is going to be moving heavily. AITX. Artificial Intel. Right after I saw AI, I knew that it would be good. AI, CLWD is going to do well. I think both these companies are going to be killers. I don't mind it at all. I mean, the charts don't look... It's pulling back pretty harshly right now, but it does look like it could be the beginning of an upward ascending level of support being respected by the charts. Not guaranteeing it yet, but as it looks right now, that could be the case. We are seeing a pretty harsh sell-off, so we're looking to break out of this channel sometime in the next couple days. I mean, it does look like maybe we did, but it's tough to say for sure. Those are pretty red, so it might pull back. That might have been a false break. But I don't mind it. If you're looking for a potential entry point, I think 0.098 is pretty safe. I feel good about 0.098 in my personal opinion. Katie, thank you for the donation. Could you please look at TRVN real quick? 24% short interest with a lot of catalysts coming soon. No problem, my friend. Thank you. Looking at the 1 month real quick. The charts aren't great, but if you say they have a lot of short interest, that could be big. And if they've got a catalyst coming up, this could be a reversal. As far as the charts look, it's pretty stale. Consistent volume, which is good, but it's very up and down. I think the best opportunity here is with swing or day trading because it is pretty volatile, but the growth has not really been there yet. So I would wait to see how that catalyst plays out. But personally, the charts don't look that great. BB is ripping. Colton Smith, thank you for the donation, my friend. Colton from the Shady 580 Lawton. Oh, really? Woo, how about that? Just bought another $500 worth of AMC. Let's get it, man. Hey, you're not that far away from me. I'm chilling at Fort Sill right now. Good to see you, man. Thanks for coming. BB is ripping. Hey, it bounced. How about that? It is ripping. How about that? We did see a nice bottom out of 1273. And it pushed above this level of resistance at 1376. Looks pretty good. That's a wide range candle right there. I like that a lot. Which must mean Nokia's not probably doing that bad either. No, they are not. Woo! We love seeing that, baby. We love to see it. Looks good. Power to the people. Power to the players. That's GameStop's slogan, remember? All right, Moose, I saw that you said IDEX. I will cover that real quick. How about that? Dang, look at her go. Solid. What is it up on the day? 15%? That's not bad. She's ripping pretty good. And it looks like a chase to buy right now, but I've always felt good about IDX, guys. I've always thought this is a good company. They are in a very clean upward moving channel right now. They're going to continue to grow. They got so much hate forever. IDX got smoked forever, but I'm telling you, IDX is going to be a big, big player stock. They're going to be a good company. I feel good about them. Hold! Do not sell AMC. This is not financial advice for legal reasons. But I am not selling AMC personally. We got to 1,000 likes. Ooh, you guys are crazy. You guys rock. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support, everybody. Drop a like because we like this stock. That's our reasoning. Coming from Brett Hayes, Trey, when you add trend lines, how do you place them? What are you looking for when you place them? Thanks. You are not an idiot, my friend. I promise you. This is so easy, guys. This is so easy. I will actually redraw this right now. So I'll delete all, and I'll show you everything standing out to me. So when I draw a trend line, all I'm looking for is touch points or candle wicks that follow a general line. And right, this is not an exact science. It's an art. So we try and make things match as good as we can. There's always going to be points in time which you'll see a crossover that goes above or below, but it's about the idea, right? So we try to find touch points that look like they follow a line. So when I'm looking at this right off the bat, right? Well, I can see that we're following a general downward trend right here, right? And if we line these candlesticks up, we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different touch points. And what this signifies is, okay, if we break out of this downward channeling level of resistance, and we break above that, that should anticipate and make happen a bullish reversal, which we did see happen. Wide range candle bar closed above. We saw the reversal. On the flip side, we can do the same thing with support. We see right now that there is an uptrending level of support based on these candle wicks. 1, 2, almost 3 different touch points. And we can create a new upward channel just based on right here. 1, 2, 3 different touch points. And we can keep these both up just to see which way it'll end up following. And that gives you an idea of levels of support or resistance in an upward channel based on what we're seeing. Now, in terms of regular levels of support and resistance, you're just looking for touch points and the most recent touch points. We want to use the most recent price action as much as we can. So, for instance, right here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different touch points. Comes out here, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very significant level. So 1572 is a significant level of support. I should say resistance. And then we can come up here and do the same thing. 1, 2, 3 different touch points. This is the peak, so that's an obvious level of resistance. We can come down here and do the same thing. We see this is the bottom out with 4 different touch points. Obvious level of support. That's how you do it. You're just looking for touch points with candle wicks. Very, very easy. All right. Mecca TV. AMC will reach 20 by Friday if we hold or buy. I'm not a financial advisor, but hold the line. We will hold. I'm forcing you to hold as a friend, not a financial advisor. As a friend, this is my call. I think this is a big fat hold, personally. All right, AMC prediction before today. Sundial is rising also, huh? AMC prediction before today. I see a first dip very early, and then it goes to the moon, past 28. I wouldn't be surprised. All right, so Sundial. We have a George W., followed by a stair-stepping bottom here. And it does look like we may have broken out of a downward channel right here. Oh, yeah, that's dirty. This should bring some pretty solid movement. We're waiting for a wide bar, but if that comes, that looks good. Looks very promising. And we're in a nice upward moving channel here as well. That looks real clean, guys. I like that. That should act as a level of support moving forward, just based on the price action we're seeing. Sundial's ripping. That looks good. All right. AAU up 29% for the day. Is it? I'm going to get my coffee real quick. I forgot about it. It's probably cold as crap. Oh, guys, there's nothing we love more than room temperature coffee. That is the good stuff. Okay. I'll put that right here. So, AAU. Let me check this out on the 1 month chart quick. After this, I'm going to come back to AMC, and I want to give another update. So, AAU right now is retracing to 50% or so, 92.9. I did have a pretty nice run up. That's a huge gap, which usually scares me a little bit. Typically, when you feel a gap of price action, and that is really scary because we see a candle wick here, which indicates weak buying pressure. My gut instinct is to say that you're eventually going to fill that up with price action. So I don't know for sure. You know, it's a little scary to say without knowing for sure, but I wouldn't touch it yet. It looks like it's pulling back. Travis Young, thank you for the donation, my friend. In your opinion, do you think BNGO will break 13 before the 19th? Sorry for off-topic side mission. No, you're good, man. Before the 19th, I wish that I had a straight cut answer. It's at 1057 right now, and it's touched 1385 in the past. I mean, we went from 821 up to 1385 in 3 days. I think it's possible, but it depends on the market climate, right? The market's not predictable right now, unfortunately. Everything going on with AMC and GME is absolutely changing everything. I wish I could give you an answer, but I sadly can't, my friend. I'm sorry. Check out Fubo and short interest. I'll check it out. All right, so as far as the charts go right now, it isn't an upward moving channel, which is good. I actually like Fubo TV. I'm a big sports guy, so I like that they've got that sports streaming. That's pretty interesting stuff. I think there's a huge market there. I love football. It kind of kills me, I'm not going to lie. I like Patrick Mahomes, don't get me wrong. It'd be cool to see him win another Super Bowl. But Tom Brady, I'm not a big... congrats to the guy for being the best quarterback. I shouldn't say the best quarterback, but one of the best quarterbacks at the very least of all time. But I don't know, man. To be the first quarterback to win a Super Bowl at home, I don't know. That's kind of cliche. So 5 million total volume as of January 29th. It's growing too. People are adding their short positions here. Total ratio of 17.75% compared to the total volume. Pretty decently high. Yeah, I can see some squeeze potential here. It depends on what they bought in at, though. So if we look at Fubo real quick, we'll take a peek at the short interest. 39.85 as of January 15th. And on January 15th, I'm willing to bet you this doesn't line up. Yeah, so there's no way they could have shorted at 39.85, which means it'll likely happen somewhere back here, which means they're probably down money right now. And it's in an ascending formation. I could see a squeeze here for sure, man. 100%. I could see it. Sean, thank you for the donation, my friend. AMC price prediction at the end of the week. I got it at 14.7. Man. It pains me so much because I wish I could give you guys an honest price prediction. If the stock market was acting in a normal way, it would be so easy, but unfortunately, everything is so unpredictable right now. Like, who would have guessed that we'd see a short ladder right now at the beginning of the day, right? I think end of the week, it's very possible to see this touch $40 or $50. And I'm not kidding you because GME at one point was a $20 stock. So it's very, very possible and realistic to see it happen. Once the squeeze happens, you're going to know what happens because you're going to see the stock gap up dollars and dollars and dollars at a time, just like GME did. It's going to be nuts. I got a Naked at 70 cents. Should I hold or sell? Personally, I don't think Naked is a great company. That's my personal opinion. Don't come after me. But they're pulling back pretty hard right now. You're up 100%, man. Personally, I would wait to see if you see a bounce off of $1.32. And if you see a bounce off of it, well, how about this? I would personally take profits on half and let the other half ride. And then if you see a bounce off $1.32, then you can let that profit, continue to work for itself. But then you can lock in some profits as well. That's probably what I would do. MVIS looking healthy. Oh, there's that bounce. Oh, I put a video out today. I called this, guys. God dang it. I really hope people listen to me. I said MVIS was going to run today. I said it was going to run. I knew it. This is it. Oh, she's looking real healthy. If people got in at 685, you're sitting so dirty right now. You're looking real good. I love MVIS. She's my girl. My girl, baby. Be respectful to his girlfriend. WTF. Is someone saying something about my girlfriend? Oh, yeah. That's funny. I get it. That cracks me up. All right. BB going. Oh, we better check in on our girl. Oh, she's going. She's going. Look at her. Money. Oh, that's nice. And we're just about to break through a level of resistance here. That's huge. Oh, we did it. That's a wide range candle bar. That's a breakout. Hopefully not a false break. If we see another red candle dip underneath there, that'd be pretty ugly. But as of now, it looks promising. I like it. I like it a lot. Hey, just real quick, guys, if you would not mind dropping a like on the video because we like this stock, that would mean a lot to your friend here over at Trace Trades. Hey, by the way, guys, I know this was brought up by a couple of people in the last live stream, Brian Jung, and I want you guys to know something. So I checked out Brian Jung on YouTube, right? I don't know if I'm saying his name wrong, but I checked him out and I found his email. And I did send Brian an email. So if you would like to see me on one of his live streams, shoot him an email and let him know, or shoot him a text or comment on his videos or something and say, hey, we want to see Trace Trades on your live stream. And let's try and make that happen because I'd definitely be down. I sent him an email, and if he ends up getting back to me, I will 100% make that happen. I'll show you guys just real quick that I did end up sending an email out to him. So check this out. Hey Brian, hope this finds you well. Currently listening to your previous live stream from yesterday. Love the channel, my friend. You've got great energy, man. Quick question for you. I recognize I'm still a relatively small channel, but if you'd be willing to have me on one of your live streams, I'd love to chat with you and contribute to the AMC GME situation. Been keeping up with it every day and would love to chat with you. Let me know what you think, my friend. Much love. And if that ends up panning out, I would very gladly get on that live stream. So you guys let him know that I'd like to go over there and we can try and make that happen. American Demos, thank you so much for the donation, my friend. $5. You're the man. I appreciate you. Can you please check out Blink? Blink is a solid company. I love Blink. We'll check it out real quick. This looks like it could be the beginning of a cup and handle. It's pulling back pretty hard. If I had to guess, people taking profits. But let's look at this macroscopically. Get a better idea. Yeah, so it's retracing pretty hard right now. If I had to guess, there was probably some sort of short volume on this, and it got squeezed a little bit, and now it's pulling back. It looks like it's going to end up back at the previous lows of 46.30. But don't let that scare you. Blink will continue to grow. Blink is a good company. I very much enjoy Blink. Another big drop for AMC. How bad? Hasib, thank you so much for the donation, my friend. Great content. Check MIR. This is my retirement play. I will look into that in just a second. Give me just a minute. Oh, that's not bad, guys. We're doing okay. We're sitting okay. It's pulled back a little bit, but it's still in an upward channel. It's using this level of, this ascending level of support really, really well. It's holding fine. I don't feel bad about it yet, but I will check out MIR real quick. Mirum Pharmaceuticals. $18 play. This is your retirement stock, huh? You must feel pretty confident about it. I don't know anything about the company, I'm going to be honest. But it's very up and down. I think it's got a lot of opportunities as a swing trade, I'm going to be honest, just based on what I'm seeing. That's a pretty filthy gap down. Ugh. But it is currently in a squeezing price action movement right now. So if that does end up panning out, you know, I'd feel more comfortable actually using this as an indicator. And we'll squeeze it out this way. So sometime in the next, I would say, probably month or so, you should see a pretty nice move. Ice Poseidon, thank you so much for the donation, my friend. I like that name, too. What do you think about IDEX? Someone told me to ask you. You look professional. Professional, huh? I'm just wearing a red Nike athletic tee. I love IDEX. They're a great company. They've got a history of being known as a pump and dump stock, which is why a bunch of people hate on them. But I actually don't mind IDEX whatsoever. I think it's a great company. And I think you're likely to see this in the next year easily break out of penny stock range and be a $10, $15, $20 stock. I truly mean that. They're basically a distributor selling pickaxes to the miners, such as, Neo, XPEV, Lee, right? They're basically providers of some of the parts and materials that are needed for these companies to exist. I like IDX a lot. I wouldn't buy in right now. I think now is not a great time to buy, but it is extremely bullish. We're in an upward moving channel. If you can buy this on the bottom of this trend line, so somewhere around 385 to 393, I think that'll treat you better. I like that entry a lot more. Bile. Is Bile? Yeah, she's pulled back still. So Bile is a good play. Don't worry. This pullback and this bar coding is just because of what's going on today in the market. There's not a lot of people putting volume into this. There's just not a lot of volume. Once it starts picking up again and things go back to normal, I would expect things to kind of even out. Ice Poseidon, big YouTuber rating you. Really? Now I feel like a pleb. Ice Poseidon. Oh, that's insane, dude. Man, welcome, Ice Poseidon. I appreciate your support, my friend. That's cool. Welcome. Yeah, I like IDX though. I mean that. They're historically known as a pump and dump stock. So in the past, they were pump and dumped. I mean, so if you look back here, let's look at the last year. That'll give us a better indicator. So in the last year, we see this huge pump, right? People got in, huge pump in volume. Volume died down. We saw the 15 MA cross back under the 200 EMA. Pretty gnarly. And we saw it happen again here. 475 came back down. And now we're finally in an upward moving channel. And this to me indicates a lot better price action and price movement. So that's clean. I like that a lot. I think it's going to continue to grow. And once we push over and hold 475, that's going to be filthy. Like filthy, disgusting. And I can't wait. It's going to be great. Going to be really nice. Scott Harvey, thank you so much for the donation, my friend. ITRM seems shorts are 143 expiration today. Big catalyst lately. Thoughts? ITRM. Rap Leaks, thank you for the donation, my friend. My thoughts on Bitcoin, it scares the crap out of me. I know that every time I say that, people say that I should just give it more of a thought, but it's not my cup of tea. Don't let that deter you from your own decisions, though. So I apologize. All right, so ITRM charts don't look bad. It's got a nice double bottom here, and it's ascending double bottom. So we have a very slightly upward trending trend line here. So we've got movement. It's looking really nice and clean. I like that a lot. RSI is trading at 50, so it's a little bit neutral right now. This looks like a safe entry point. And this is my favorite kind of play. Like my favorite kind of play. The 15 MA is about to cross over the 200 EMA. So that is like catching the beginning of a breakout. This looks clean. I like that. And if what you're saying is true and they've got a big catalyst, that could run. It could be a big runner. That looks like a perfect setup. Like this is the exact setup that I look for a breakout, ride the hype, kind of swing play stock. Looks great. I like that. Rap Leaks, my thoughts on Dogecoin. Dogecoin is very unpredictable also. Man, I can't believe that. That's crazy. That's crazy. How about that? Ice Poseidon. I'm going to have to keep that in the back of my mind. So Dogecoin, if we pull that up on Yahoo, we'll take a quick peek at the price action here. I don't have a position, but it's all over the place, man. Dogecoin, it's kind of a meme stock. So like if it gets pumped, then it pumps hard. But if it doesn't, then it just bleeds. So you're waiting on the next pump, basically. It's got a nice little push recently. We look at the price action here. Currently trading at 0.0401, so 4 cents. It's kind of winding up. It doesn't look terrible. We're in an upward moving channel. So if we draw up a trend line really quick, it looks something like this. So that's being pretty well respected as a level of support. And then on the flip side, we do have also a descending level of resistance. And eventually these 2 points are going to meet. And when that happens, I expect it to be a pretty harsh move. It should be nice. So I'm going to get out of draw mode here, come back to my cursor somehow. There we go. So if we extend this out, eventually these 2 points are going to meet. And when they do meet, it should be a pretty violent move, either up or down. Hope that answers your question, man. Thanks for the breakdown on IDX. Also jumped on 40 shares of MVIS under 7 this morning on your advice. Great stream. Dude, I'm telling you. This stuff is easy. This stuff is easy. All you got to do is read the charts. The charts tell you what they say. Oh, I'm so pumped. I love Mavis. God, I'm so pumped the stock is crushing. That makes me so happy, dude. I can't. There was months. There was a month-long period, guys, where I would put out MVIS videos and it would just not run. And now it's it just wouldn't run. And people would be like, "Why are you sharing this? MVIS sucks. It's always shorted. It never does well." But I'm telling you, this is a good company. MVIS is going to 4, 5, 6x at least. Hassan, thank you so much for the donation, my friend, as well as Jack. We will take a look at Load really quick. He's subscribed to you? No way. That's insane. Good stuff. Hey, well, welcome, my friend. It's good to have you. It really is good to have you. So Load. If we look at load, we do have a double top, typically a bearish indicator, I hate to say, but that is. We've got two tops right here at about $4.17. Currently bleeding a little bit right now. So if we drop a Fibonacci retracement, what we're looking at is a hold at 78.6%. So we really need a bounce here. We need a wide range candle bar. Now, what's a wide range candle bar? It's something like this right here. It's a candlestick that covers a lot of price action. So we need something like that to cover right here. Otherwise, you're going to be looking at something really, really rough. So look for a wide range candle bar coming up. I would say at least, 15, 20 cents. Otherwise, so it looks like this may be it right here. So if that ends up covering that much distance, I would not mind load. That would signify to me that we're seeing a reversal, and that'd be a good entry point. Currently on the RSI being pretty oversold. Good entry. Doesn't look bad. BBBY. We'll check that out real quick. Bed Bath & Beyond. Another one of those meme stocks, guys. This is, okay, don't hate me. Don't drop the hate. But as a preface, I think this is a distraction from the actual stocks that are supposed to be getting hammered right now. And that is AMC and GME. So Bed Bath & Beyond is one of those stocks like maybe Noke or BB that got pumped for a little while and they're starting to bleed. I don't think you're likely to see this do the same thing again. Not to say that Bed Bath & Beyond isn't a good company. They might do well in the future. But we really need a hold here at 29.54. Maybe possible. We did have a little bit of a wide range bar here, but I'd like to see more price action. As a fellow DBZ fan, can you spend 5 minutes where you refer to a stock's price at its power level? Also, thank you for the donation, by the way. If our goal is to stick it to the man, we have to limit which stocks we focus for that purpose. I'm with you, my friend. Seriously. That's why I'm focusing on AMC right now. My position right now in AMC is 100% of my Webull portfolio. Now, my Fidelity portfolio, it's about 25%. And I'm in the process of transferring that over to Webull. As you guys probably know, if you've been watching the channel for a while, Fidelity closed my positions in my account against my will. Unfortunately, they did this to a bunch of people at about 11:30. I got a lot of tweets from a lot of people saying that, direct messages. I've read some tweets. I read some stuff on StockTwits. Very crazy stuff. But I did have $46,000 on Fidelity. Now about $15,000 after they closed me for a $30,000 loss. And I definitely have a very strong feeling about AMC. And as you're saying, it's starting to pop again. But anyways, spend 5 minutes where you refer to a stock's price as its power level. 100%. Well, the power level of AMC is definitely over 9,000. It's definitely approaching 1 million billion. Looks very good. As it sits right now, we need a break over this level right here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different touch points, 11 different touch points at 1482. Very significant level of resistance. So we need to break that, and we are coming up on a very crucial time zone right here. So if we do break above this level, I would expect it to be harsh because it's squeezing down. You guys see this condensing of price action? This is spring loading. This is getting ready to rocket. I'm really excited. It should be good. Should be real, real good. Power level over 9,000 easily. All right. I'm trying to read these guys. I really apologize. My father has a financial advisor with Edward Jones and just put 10K on GEVO, if that makes you feel validated. GEVO is a good stock, guys. I like it. As long as Joe Biden is in office, GEVO should continue to do well. I've read in multiple places that Biden has direct relations with the founder of this company, and we all know that his big primary focus is on clean energy and electric vehicles, and I expect that they're going to really move forward with this in the future. Robinhood just lifted share purchases to 75 from 10. Go buy if you haven't. Ooh, huge news. Huge news. All right, so to double down on that, if anybody didn't see that comment, Robinhood did apparently adjust the limit buying. So let's see if we can find an article. So it hasn't been posted yet, but I'll take your word for it. I will. If that's the case, that does affect the overall game here. So if you haven't bought any, you're looking to buy. Robinhood did increase their overall share limit to 75 on AMC. Looking promising. Do the hedge funds need to start covering today when the first contract expires at noon? They should. They 100% should. I totally think so. On Apple's news, Kramer just admired the short squeeze won't crash market. Well, I guess we'll find out. Bruh, AMC stopped bleeding. I don't think AMC is really bleeding too bad right now. No, it's... Oh, this is GEVO, duh. All right, come back to AMC. Nicky Nick, thank you for the donation, my friend. I'll check that out in just a sec. So it did just break below this this ascending level of support. So that's a little bit concerning. Huh. Well, let's look at NVAX quick. Novavax. Dang. I think somebody told me they got into this stock back when it was trading at like a couple bucks. Oh, can you imagine? Can you imagine getting into this at $3.54? I think they did a reverse split though, didn't they? So if they did a reverse split, that changes the game a little bit. But nonetheless, it's gapped up pretty gnarly. I wouldn't buy in right now, personally. But to each their own. It is holding up pretty well at this retracement. I think the best entry point is 263. That's where I would look for an entry. 263. Hope that answers your question, my friend. Thoughts on Sundial? It's pumping right now. Sundial is a good stock to make a quick flip profit. I think that's my personal opinion. So if you're looking to get into Sundial, that would be what I would do. It doesn't look bad. It's an upward moving channel right now. It did just recently break above this descending level of resistance, this descending channel. We're currently in a pennant formation. So it's squeezing down really hard. We had a false break, came back down, and you're looking at a break in the next 5 to 10 minutes above or below these levels. And when that happens, it's going to be violent. And I mean violent. When this is loading the spring, guys. So the longer this loads, the longer that we wait to see this push above that resistance level, the more it's gonna pop. Thank you for the donation, David. I appreciate you, my friend. Alert. Market Watch put out an article to get people to sell. Hold the line. We better check this out. And straighten out the BS. Market Watch AMC. 11 minutes. Oh, boo. Price target drops to $1. No, come on. Come on, get out of here. Get out of here. What are you guys doing? $1? Nobody's going to buy that. Look at this. Come on. Oh, this is Sundial. Let's go to AMC. There's no way. This isn't going to drop to $1. This isn't going to drop to... Look at this. The low point in the last 3 months was $1.91. This is not going to drop to $1. That is such BS. Get out of here. I'm going to make a video talking about this crap. That is such garbage. AMC Entertainment Holdings Incorporated stock has decoupled from fundamentals and should be sold. Okay. This is the stupidest hit piece I've ever seen. That's such gold. According to MKM Partners analyst Eric, I can't even take this seriously. Who said the stock could fall to $1 this year. The stock rose $1.03 or 7.8% in morning trading Monday, but prepared earlier intraday gains of as much as 30.1%. Man, that's funny. Well, whatever. That's pretty funny. I'll take that for what it is, I guess. Thoughts on Bio and the possible reverse split. So, the Bio reverse split, shareholders have complete power over that. So, I got an email from Fidelity back when they were talking about this meeting, and you get to vote on that. So, if you don't want the reverse split to happen, all you have to do is vote no. And if you vote no, it shouldn't happen. And Bio is a great stock. It's in an upward moving channel. It looks very clean. Everything about this to me is screaming that it's going to keep running. It took a little bit of a lag, right? So right now it's lagging. We're seeing a little bit of slower movement because of what's happening in the market, but this is going to continue to run. It's in a nice, beautiful upward moving channel. Keep in mind that like 3 weeks ago, this is a 27-cent stock. It is going to run. I love this stock. Free spin. Welcome, man. Welcome. Ford and Microsoft news. Ford moving. You know what's funny? I got free stocks from Webull. One of them was Ford, and I sold. Definitely wish I didn't. That's huge. Look at her go. Oh, the volume is massive right now. Let's see what the news is. Google snags Ford cloud partnership. Oh. Deal includes Android license fees for every Ford and Lincoln car sold starting in 2023. Google signed a 6-year deal with Ford Motor Co. that will bring Android technology to the automaker's cars and cloud services to its factory floor in a triumph for the internet giant over rival Microsoft Corporation. Dang. That could be pretty massive, man. That's huge. Thanks for sharing that. It's funny because we were just talking about Ford in the Twitch stream yesterday. Yeah, she's really running. The volume's high. Thank you for the donation, man. Trey, what do you think about the VIR stock? I bought it at 51.50. Do you think it will rise higher? Well, I'll just take a quick look at the overall action here. Looks like it's a biotech company. I would say so. Did you buy it? You must have bought it a while ago. Dang. Oh, yeah. Dude, there's so much upside to this. 100% it can go higher. 100% this can go higher. This pulled back harshly. Granted, the volume is down, right? So we need the volume to come back. But I think it definitely has the potential to in the future. And it's looking bullish now. I think we definitely found the bottom, and it's starting to pick back up some momentum. So what we're looking at is breaking through a possible level of resistance right around here. If you see a break over 78.13, it's going to go extremely violent. It's going to go crazy. So watch for that. Watch for the push over 78.13. I would hold. Thank you for the donation, Brandley. I appreciate it. Hey, brother, should I hold my $500 worth of AMC? I know it ain't a lot, but I'm sweating. No, man, money's money at the end of the day. Money makes people sweat. I'm the same way. I think you're just fine. I would still hold. I'm personally going to be holding my AMC. It's getting short laddered right now. I will repeat this so I'm blue in the face. I'll do this 100 million times if I have to. AMC has an extremely high amount of short interest. There was 147 million shares of short volume on AMC as of January 29th, which was 24% of the total market volume of 600 million shares. This is higher than we've seen in the previous days. January 28th, it was 65 million shares, which is it's more than 2 times as much. 65 is 130, so like 2.2 times as much short volume. That's a big deal. So I think that's going to be pretty huge. I think you're still going to see the squeeze. And if we come over here to Ortex, which is a service that I pay $50 a month for so that I can get the most up-to-date information, we're going to look at AMC. Check this out really quick. They have 0.8 days to cover, which means when options expire at noon today, I expect that we should see the beginning of a squeeze and a run-up. We see this on January 29th, 0.8 days to cover. I expect it. I am going to hold. I think we should see a nice run-up on the stock, and I think we're totally fine. So I'd continue to hold. It's up to you, though, my friend. If you're up in profit and you want to take profits, that's not a bad thing. It's totally up to you. Thank you to everybody taking the time to watch this chat, by the way. If you would not mind dropping a like on the video because we like this stock. That would be beautiful because we do like this stock. It's beautiful. B2LA. Thank you for the donation, my friend. What do you think about NNDM as long-term hold? I bought initially around 8, sold at 13. Hold it all day long, guys. And Nano Dimensions is going to be a disruptor. This stock could very easily be a $40 or $50 stock at the end of the year. And I'm lowballing. I always lowball my estimates because I don't like to get people's hopes up. But Nano Dimensions, look at this growth. That is insane. Let's look at their last 6 months. They are growing, and they're going to continue to grow. There's no reason whatsoever for me to think otherwise. I would get back in. They're an Israel-based additive electronics provider active in the technology sector. 3D printing tech for printed electronics, that's huge. That is an industry that is going to continue to grow. I love Nano Dimensions. I would buy back in. And if you're looking for an entry point, I think the best potential entry point at this given moment is coming up pretty soon here. We've got a nice level of support sitting right here at 1343. That, to me, is the best possible entry point. We like this stock. We like this stock. CCIV. CCIV is rumored to be in merger talks with Lucid. And if this comes to fruition, this stock is going to see some disgusting, filthy run-up. And I'm talking like double up, triple up from where it's at right now. It would be disgusting. So I like it. I like it. It scares me. I don't have a position in it. I'm not going to establish one because if it doesn't pan out, it's going to come crashing back down to $10. But it's a good company. And if it merges with Lucid, you're looking at a lot of money, man. Good entry point right now would be around 2074. Good level of support. Facebook, honest opinion, losing very, very bad. Facebook. FB. Oh, yeah. She's getting smoked. That doesn't look great. Oof. Looks like it might bottom here, but we don't know for sure. All right. Can you please check INO? No problem. Dang. Look at her go. That's disgusting. Ooh. Based on previous pullbacks, we're going to get a quick idea here. Based on previous pullbacks, 50% retracement is solid. It did hold there. False break down to 61.8%, came back up. So if you see a pullback to between 50 and 61.8%, that's where I would enter. I wouldn't chase right now. That feels like a really heavy chase, unless you want to day trade this. In which case, you could trade the momentum, trade the break, and then watch for a pullback and get out. So if you're going to get into this, I would recommend watching for a break over 1683. If you see a wide range candle bar, enter your trade. And wait until you see some pullback and take out. Rinse and repeat with that small profit. I wouldn't short this though. Be careful. You're trading against the grain as a short. You're way more likely to get burned. Losses on shorts are infinite. Institutions are pulling from their long positions to cover their shorts. I know, man. I was trying to find that because I saw that on the Wall Street's Bets Reddit thread, and it's crazy. They're really doing everything they can to cover up. It's insane. Facebook is losing hard because of the lawsuit against Apple. Basically, Apple is pro data protection, and Facebook got mad because their new data protection stuff hurts Facebook business. Not surprising, man. It's not surprising at all. It's messed up, but we've all known what Facebook does. They mine our data. That's just the facts. It's crazy. Everyone is reading. Hey, by the way, thank you for the donation, my friend. I do appreciate that very much. That means a lot to me. All right, I gotta scroll down to the bottom here. All right. UAMI. I still like UAMI. U.S. antimony. They create antimony, which is a material used for electric vehicles. And right now the charts are squeezing down. They're starting to get ready for a possible hard run. And whenever you see this squeezing of price action, that's typically pretty indicative of something that could be good. But keep in mind, choppy price action. We don't like to see these dotted lines. That's not good. Not a lot of volume here, so I don't expect it to move today. There's better plays in the market right now. Sadly, the truth is, all of our good plays, our fundamentally and technically strong plays are bleeding, and all of the fundamentally and technically weak plays are surging. So you got to go where the money is. These good plays will always be good plays. We'll come back to this. We will come back to UAMI, but it's not there yet. Mohammed, thank you so much for the donation, my friend. What do you think of OKE? I got it at 17, still holding. Oh, man. You look pretty good right now. That's solid. Good job, man. You turned a pretty good profit. I see no reason not to hold. Yeah, keep holding. It is not showing any signs whatsoever of a reversal. It's in a very beautiful upward moving channel. I could see in the next month or so, seeing anywhere between... I wouldn't be surprised whatsoever to see it hit... $48, $50, for sure. Hope that answers your question. Nokia doing great now. Let's take a peek. Oh, yeah. Nokia's not doing bad. She's bouncing back. How's BB hanging? We want to give a quick update on AMC next. We're going to come back to that stock. BB is not looking bad either. A little bit of a pullback, but it's not a harsh one. Going to drop a Fibonacci, get an idea. Pulled back to 61.8%. Ideally is 50, but 61.8 is not bad either. That's a good bounce. I like that bounce. AMC. AMC right now is showing a wide range candle bar. That's an engulfing candlestick pattern. Typically a bullish indicator. So we're looking for this. Oh, yeah. That's a bullish indicator. So that's an engulfing candlestick pattern. We're looking for some wide range bars like this, and that'll indicate another upcoming leg. Consolidation favors bulls, and this is consolidation at its very finest. We're consolidating very well right now. Pretty tight price zone. Not looking bad. Josh Lyon, thank you so much for the donation, my friend. Thoughts on Foon hitting $3 or above again? We'll check that out right now. Foon. Well, it could be the beginning of a cup and handle formation. I wouldn't be surprised. It does look like there's some buying pressure. That's a nice hammer candle. Hammer candle. Hammer candle. Doji. Doji. You need to see a break over 272. And it's trying really hard. It was rejected. Like, this is a two highs, low close. We don't like to see that. Which means we closed high, opened high, closed low. That's typically a bearish reversal indicator, candlestick pattern. So We need another wide range candle bar. But if a break above 272 happens, you're likely going to see a retest of at least $3. I would say. Reggie Gaga, thank you so much for the donation, my friend. You're the man, bro. I watch and learn from you every day, and you love to help everyone out. Dude, I just genuinely enjoy this. I love doing these live streams. It is a little rough on the throat, but that's all right. It's a good time. A lot of talking, but I like talking, so that works out, I suppose. Dave trades OEG. OEG, 100%. We can touch that. Thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate you. Means a lot. OEG. NASDAQ. Why is it not showing any... Oh, duh. That makes sense. Oh, Filthy George W. You got a double bottom here. Looks nice. That's nice. That's a good bottom. And it's... It looks good. So we're looking for a break above... It's a little choppy of price action, so take this for what it is. But we need a break above here at 853, followed by a break here at 877. This is probably the most significant level of resistance. And it's getting ready to do it, for sure. It looks good. Hassan, thank you so much for the donation. I'm in 1,300 shares at 247 UAVS. I don't think I talked about UAVS. You're good. Oh, hold it, man. UVS is great. It's a company similar to what NVIS does in a sense. A little bit different. Commercial drone technology, so a little bit different, but same kind of similar industry. I think you're likely to see a retest of 1547. Don't worry. It will eventually bottom out. Where will that bottom out happen? Well, it does look like we found it pretty closely to here. And if it doesn't happen here, we know that we've got another level right here. Not a lot of difference. 907. I don't see it dropping below 907. That's why you gotta stay hydrated, bro. I finished my coffee. Jesus, thank you for the $5. Jesus or Jesus, however you pronounce that. I apologize, my friend, but I did try my best. All right, we're gonna come back to AMC. Buy AMC. AMC Moon. I know it, man. All right, guys, we have been going for almost 3 hours. I will wrap this up here in just a couple of minutes. We'll answer a couple more questions and give you one more quick update. But currently, AMC is rocking still very well. This ascending formation, this wedge pattern on the charts, it looks very solid. We'll come back to BB. BB doesn't look bad either. So this could be the beginning of a bullish flag formation. So a bullish flag, if you're not familiar, I'm going to delete this really quick. A bullish flag is when you have a lot of green candles, such as this, run up, create a flagpole, followed by a bounce between two levels of trend line. So we see here something like this. And if we see a break above either the top or the bottom, it's usually pretty violent. So we're looking for a break above that top trend line. And that should be pretty nasty. Hey, man, got time to check out AMD. Been spamming a while, but there's a lot of requests. Yeah, no problem, man. I understand. I try to get to everybody that I can. I promise you I do my best. I will check out XRP next, man. I see what you're saying. One sec. AMD price action it's okay. It's pretty neutral over the last 6 months. I think the best opportunity here is as a swing trade. So getting in and out when you're at the lows and the highs. So it does look like we're coming up here. We've got a nice level of support right here at 72.75. So it might bleed for a little while, but we do have a nice, slightly upward momentum. I don't know. I'd rather see more than 2 touch points. I think it's most likely to keep bleeding. That's my take right now. Nice one. Last one, ENG. Thank you for the donation, my friend. But I'm going to check out XRP first, as I did say that I would do that. XRP looks like it was a pump. I'm not going to lie, man. The chart looks kind of goofy right now. Why does it look like that? I can't see the volume. Volume? Oh, maybe there's just not a lot of volume coming into this. I can't tell. 1 billion? Nasty. Well, anyways. Just looking at this right now. It doesn't look great, man. I'm not going to lie to you. Look at this on the hour. It's retracing pretty bad. We haven't seen a bounce yet. It's still bleeding. It looks like it might test out 78.6%. That's the way it looks right now. Sorry, my friend. ENG, we will do that. Thank you again for the donation, my friend. I appreciate you. Dave Trades again. Ah, man, I like that name. Oh, update on APH, dump or hold. I'll get to that as well, Steven. I didn't mean to skip you there. I apologize. APH, though, to tell you how it was a quick in and out money grab. In an upward moving channel. ENG looks pretty good as far as entry points go. It looks like it might bounce below this, and if it does, we're looking at a support line around here, 552. So that's a pretty big drop. So I'd wait to get in yet. I'd watch for a bounce, a confirmation. It's worth paying an extra 10 to 20 cents to get in a little more expensive and make sure you're not going to bleed than to get in when you think it's at the bottom and then it bleeds. That sucks. And then AUPH. AUPH, thank you for the donation. I'm a bot. I appreciate you. Not financial advice. Not financial advice. I'm holding AMC until at least $50. Yeah, so AUPH, this was one of those stocks where it was huge hype and it got halted. And when it got halted, everybody freaked out. So I think people panic sold and it just kept bleeding. I think they've got upcoming catalysts. So if you're a bag holder, it could eventually go back up. But this was one of those pump plays, right? So typically with those FDA approval companies or biopharmaceuticals in general, the rise is based on news catalysts. So you need news. Otherwise, it's just typically going to stagnate. All right. Thank you again. I'm a bot. I appreciate you. Moist Napkins. That's a good name. What are your thoughts on Sens for a long hold till April or March? I love Sens, man. I would hold it. I would. And the price action is pretty solid. Right now, it's squeezing down, and it does not look bad. So you're squeezing down. If we get a break here very soon, and it looks like we might see that in the future, it should be pretty nasty. I feel good about it. Let me just adjust this. Yeah, man. I would hold it. It looks pretty. It's gonna squeeze pretty soon here. It's gonna break out of that. All right, we'll answer 2 more questions here. I don't know if you remember me, but I remember since this channel was less than 60 people. We were all about MVIS, and that time, good days, man. I'm so happy for you. I do remember you, my friend. I never will forget. I remember the OGs. I remember the OGs for sure. You're the man. You are the man. I appreciate you. Have you seen Mike Hunt's stream? It's crazy. I haven't. What's going on with Mike Hunt's? Is he on YouTube? Mike Hunt's. I don't know if this is who you're referring to, but dang. Oh, he does. How about that? There you go. I don't know if this is who you mean, but he looks like he's got a nice beard. I'll give him that. All right, I'll check one more play, and I'm gonna give an update on AMC, and we're gonna get back to it. So we're gonna cover one more stock, and that is gonna be I can't read all this. I'm trying my best. It's a trick. Trey, I'm a new subscriber. I appreciate that, my friend. Like the open transparency you offer. Here's a kickback for the Fidelity BS. What's your thoughts on Genius? I appreciate the subscription, man, and thank you for the support. It really does mean a lot to me. I will cover Genius and one more. Genius is an interesting company. It's not a huge pump, right? This is one of the stocks that are heavily shorted. So it got tossed under the bus with WSB. And then it pulled back pretty harshly. And where it's sitting right now, it's holding pretty well at $1.86. We see a triple bottom here, so that does look like a good entry point. That's my personal opinion. Thank you for the donation, official. I appreciate you. We will cover Foon as the last stock of the day, and then come back to AMC for one final update, and then we're going to wrap up this live stream. So, free my grandma. Thank you, my friend. I like that. Thank you for the donation. It means a lot. They're trolling, bro. I'm so good at this. I'm so good at this. Money. All right, 61.8% retracement. Man, I gotta stop falling for these trolls. That's such gold. So this looks like a pretty safe entry point, 253. If we come here to the 1 minute chart, not looking bad. It's not a bounce. I feel safe pretty getting at this point. Last update on AMC, and we're gonna call it. Thank you for the donation, Lawn Amateur. I appreciate you. A lot of these brokers are concluding together to stop us from buying GME and AMC by limiting us from buying. You're 100% right. You're 100% right. I totally agree. Oh, man. Trey, it's looking ugly for AMC. What happened to the run-up? We're looking at $13 again. We are losing, bro, but diamond hands, I guess. Don't worry, man. I'm telling you. These options will eventually close. Please don't spam that stuff in the chat, guys. Oh, man. I'm not gonna read that. You guys are funny. You guys are funny. I'm not falling for the tricks anymore. All right. But AMC will be okay, guys. I promise you. I promise you it's going to be okay. We're still in an upper moving channel. It's getting short attacked. We got a short ladder that was hit pretty hard, and it held up very well. We know there's buying pressure. We know there's buying presence. The volume is extremely high. It's going to be okay. Cameron Cave, I appreciate the donation, but I'm not going to say that out loud. You guys have got me enough times today. You guys have got me enough times. That's it. That's it. All right. That's going to wrap up the live stream. We've gone for about 3 hours now. I will get back on at some point later today, and we will cover up the closing on AMC and the price action. So I'll catch you guys all in the next one, and I appreciate you so much, and peace out, my friends. Thank you. Ooh.